storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
Open eye, feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you can
like you. Be strong to hold the powers of the sun. To dream, believe in strength. Now I'm the only one. Only one. I was an ordinary boy until I broke the rules. My life destroyed. Life destroyed. Until I woke awake, scream my mind, I shout, the ground shakes. How much can I take? My mind will break. Will it break? Can I take? Can I be your superhero? Superhero.
Oh my good heavens, we're live. We're live, and I'm just coming off a 48-hour fast. This is my first meal. Some nice ground beef, and I cannot explain how good this tastes right now after not eating for multiple days. While we're doing that, we're going to log our mules.
Gonna give it a shot, only one of me to shield you all from the enemy. You're a superhero. You're a superhero. Can I be your superhero? Superhero. 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 Can I be your superhero?
285 a gram. Yeah. Alright, we're logged. Tracking, my friends, tracking. I have not been good with my tracking. That's actually the first meal I've logged since the 26th of January. So not fantastic. Not fantastic.
Pain I felt is paid for. All is said and done.
Pour some out for the homies and the puppy.
I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played
Alright, we're going to start off with some edits. We got a short throughout today.
I'm finally facing it all.
We get some bodies in. We'll start doing some reaction stuff. We got some good react videos today. This past one, absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing, by the way. Transferring emojis. So we got a little video we're going to work on for ending the fast. And we're having a good hair day, too.
Burning the bridge.
Absolutely can't complain.
I'm here and I'm feeling. Exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step.
No more beef. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. I haven't eaten in 2 days. My dog is very skilled at begging. I think it's Fearless. Yay! We're just moving some files around here quick. We'll get going in just a moment with the edit here. Get down. Come on, get down, Bubba. Get down, Bubba dog. I never realized how good beef would taste after not eating for 2 days. I was editing like a 30+ minute video, so I had that condensed really, really hard. Now I only move myself so you guys can actually see what's going on here. Get down, Bubba. Get down. This should pretty much be a send it type deal. Oh, that's good. That's good. If you're interested in this stuff, I have a recipe over on my YouTube. Never mind, super easy to make. I shouldn't have done that. Well, we made it. All right, we're going to condense that down. Well, we made it. Here I am at the end of my 48-hour fast. Feel really, really good. I actually feel locked in enough I could probably make the 72 hours that we're working towards. But again, being my first time fasting for this long, we're going to call it a 48. Get some food back into us, see how we feel, see how the scale reflects this on Friday, and kind of gauge everything from there. But I feel really, really good. I did not wake up with a massive headache today like I did yesterday. I made sure to hydrate really, really good before bed. Also added an electrolyte packet right before I went to sleep. So I think that majorly helped me. And here we are. We hit the 48. Now to ease myself back into eating and digestion, instead of just diving into a pile. I cannot explain how good this broth tasted when I had it this morning. First thing I had, get down. Thank you. Thank you. Food. What I have here is homemade oxtail broth that I made last week. It is absolutely packed with nutrients. It's full of protein, full of collagen, and super, super easy to digest. So we're going to start with this. Oh, that's good. That's good. If you're interested in this stuff, I have a recipe over on my YouTube. Super, super easy to make. So good for your joints. So good for your skin and hair. And yeah, I think everything went really, really well. Super excited about it. I can't wait to do a 24-hour start the week each week, and then at the beginning of every month, we're going to do a 72 from here on out. Again, I felt locked in enough to do the 72. We're just going to call it for now, though. We're going to let this digest for an hour or two, let it sit in my body, see how I feel. After that, we're just going to do around 150 grams of ground beef. Just kind of ease back into digestion, eating as a whole. But I feel great. Everything went really, really good. The scale actually didn't reflect a huge change. I was kind of expecting after 48 hours to be down. I was going to guess at least 3 to 4 pounds, but I'm only down around half a pound, which is surprising to me. But again, I drank so much water the last 2 days, I could just be holding on to the water. We'll see in Friday's weigh-in what really happens there. See what the scale reflects and kind of gauge it and move on from there. Move on and adjust. Been absolutely fantastic. I just finished my fast. I am chowing down. Well, I ended my fast like an hour ago. I had some oxtail broth. Just to ease back in, now we got 200 grams of ground beef, and I cannot explain how good this tastes after not eating for 48 hours. Tell you what, though, I did not lose a lot of weight for fasting for 48 hours. How's carnivore treating you? We will be live streaming soon. We got all sorts of fun weight loss stuff we're going over today on stream. Another big thing, I have not been able to fit in this shirt since around 2014. Huge change, absolute win. It's a little tight, I'm not going to lie, but we're in it, and that's what matters. Thank you guys so much for the love and support. Love all you guys. Talk soon. Good enough. Pack it and send it, baby. Support. Love all you guys. Talk soon. Yep. All right, so that's good. I think that's a done video right there. Well, we made it. Here. How did we end up lengthwise on that? Not sure where to get it from. I think my best source is honestly ground beef. I have ground beef as my first meal of the day every day. 80-20 works. If you can find 73-27, that's always where I get my big chunk of fat from. Butter as well. Add butter to everything. That's the freest source of fat you got. Butter, tallow, ghee, whatever you want to use, it all is really, really good for adding fat. It can get tricky. It's like your body, and you're so used to wanting lean meats and stuff like that. It's such a transition. 90-10, yeah, it's still good. Would you get one of the big, like the 10-pound rolls they have there? Those things are huge. Huge. For future reference, I don't know if every Aldi has it. I get my 73-27 at Aldi. $4.29 a pound was actually cheaper than Sam's Club, the big rolls. So you're stocked on ground beef for a while then. Honestly, if I were you, I'd cook it, and then once you're done, add a couple tablespoons of butter to it. No Aldi's in Cali? Damn. Aldi's is the only place I can get 73-27. Trader Joe's? Gotcha. Aldi's is literally the only source of 73-27 I can find. Well, we made it. Here I am at the end of my 48-hour fast. Feel really, really good. I actually feel locked in enough I could probably make the 72 hours that we're working towards. But again, being my first time fasting for this long, we're going to call it a 48. Get some food back into us, see how we feel, see how the scale reflects this on Friday, and kind of gauge everything from there. But I feel really, really good. I did not wake up with a massive headache today like I did yesterday. Man, I'm having a good hair day. I made sure to hydrate really good before bed. Also added an electrolyte packet right before I went to sleep. So I think that majorly helped me. And here we are. We hit the 48. Now to ease myself back into eating and digestion, instead of just diving into a pile of food, what I have here is homemade oxtail broth that I made last week. That broth was so good. Have a good hair day every day. Thank you, McCarty. Thank you. Sometimes it's a rat's nest, man. If I don't take a shower, my hair's so weird because I take a shower, it's manageable for like 2 days. If I don't wash my hair for like 5 days, it's the best it ever is. It's flowing, feathered, lethal, easy to brush through. It's not tangled. I have this weird thing where my hair wants to be dirty to look good. I'm pretty sure I could eat like 500 grams of beef right now. I'm actually feeling it though. I'm getting a little flush from eating. My body's like, whoa, baby, we're digesting again. Absolutely packed with nutrients. It's full of protein, full of collagen, and super, super easy to digest. So we're going to start with this. Oh, that's good. That broth. If you're interested in this stuff, I have a. That was my first sip right there after the 48 hours. My God, it tasted so good. Hey, if you quit begging, I'll let you lick the bowl. I'll let you clean the bowl up. And dog is being a beggar. Tell you what, man, I did not lose weight fasting. I did not lose weight. My scale was up. I was actually up on the scale around half a pound this morning. But I think that was due to I normally weigh myself in shorts and I had like super heavy sweatpants on, so that's probably what it was. So I don't think I budged is the weirdest thing. I figured doing a 48-hour fast I'd lose like 3 or 4 pounds at least, but man, I sure didn't. Recipe over on my YouTube. However, that could just be water retention. We'll see what happens when I weigh in Friday. Hoping to be back down to our PB again. We're starting to fluctuate in the 450s again. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. All right, back up. Body makes you hold on to it. I think that's. I'm curious to see the next 2 days of eating before I weigh in where I end up. So the body's gonna hold on to weight, but also I should be like slammed into ketosis right now. I should be absolutely locked into ketosis. Oh look, a kickbot. Kick the bot. Name of the game is Kick the Bot. What? Wait a minute. Is chat not working on the overlay? That's weird. I figured I was going to lose, but you know, I'm not going to complain. Unless I'm not weighing good on Friday, then I'll complain. See, I figured it would have gone into, it would have just slammed me into keto so hard I would have just been burning fat off, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm hoping I don't stay in starvation mode and, like, gain weight back. That would be absolutely miserable. Miserable. Le miserable. I think that's how you say that. All right, we should be... I don't know anything about keto. Yeah, I'm learning more and more about it. Technically, the whole idea of like fast like this is to slam your body like mega lock in ketosis, where your body starts burning fat reserves because you have nothing else to use. So I could be burning a bunch of fat and simultaneously holding on to water. I did hydrate like crazy yesterday. I normally drink a gallon of water a day. I drank like 1.8 gallons yesterday with 3 element packets, so that's probably a part of it. I don't think it would be the element packets. I mean, overall, technically, I did have calories. The element packets combined, 3 of them is 15 calories. But most of the stuff I looked into said if you stay, even if you're fasting, as long as you stay under like 40 calories, you're not really going to screw with anything. But super easy to make. So good for your joints. Finish watching this quick. We'll get into some fun stuff. I just got to get this put out. Yeah. I think everything went really, I'm plugging my stream on this short, so I got to get it out while the stream's active. 24 hours start the week each week, and then at the beginning of every month, we're going to do a 72 from here on out. Again, I felt locked in enough to do the 72. We're just going to call it for now, though. We're going to let this digest for an hour or two, let it sit in my body, see how I feel. After that, we're just going to do around 150 grams of ground beef. Just kind of ease back into digestion, eating as a whole. But I feel great. Everything went really good. The scale actually didn't reflect a huge change. I was kind of expecting after 48 hours to be down. I was going to guess at least 3 to 4 pounds. But I'm only down around half a pound, which is surprising to me. But again, I drank so much water the last 2 days. I could just be holding on to the water. We'll see. I'm actually curious if I overhydrated there. See what the scale reflects and kind of gauge it and move on from there. Move on and adjust. Been absolutely fantastic. By the way, I haven't worn this shirt we'll be live streaming soon. We got all sorts of fun weight loss stuff we're going over today on stream. Another big thing, I have not been able to fit in this shirt since around 2014. Huge change. Absolute win. It's a little tight, I'm not going to lie, but we're in it, and that's what matters. Thank you guys so much for the love and support. Love all you guys. Talk soon. Fucking packer and sender, bud. My God. I struggled getting that video done. Why is... I don't think the text overlay is working today. Test 1. Test 2. Twitch is working. Kick is not working. And YouTube's not working. I guess realistically that's fine, because technically Twitch's rules, I'm only supposed to have Twitch chat on screen. So... I guess there is that. You already get your workout in today, or are you still going a little later? Nope. Nope, not there. Wait, did I already do one? Get fasting. Usually go about 10 o'clock. Gotcha. Only 9:21. Gotcha. You and them West Coast hours. Hey, YouTube chat's working. YouTube chat is working. What about Kick? Huh. I wonder why Kick is not working. Maybe if I relaunch. Hold on. Docs. Kick chat. Huh. For whatever reason, the Kick chat is not connecting. 48. Save. Quality. High quality. Add to render queue. Rendering. We're not even adding music or nothing to this bad boy. Bye. We'll bump this out. Maybe we'll get us some Twitch friends, some Kick friends. That'd be pretty cool. Streaming on YouTube, I'm not gonna lie, streaming on YouTube is starting to get pretty frustrating. YouTube's rules and regulations for streaming versus Kick and Twitch it's tough. Almost every stream I do gets copyrighted, so it doesn't count towards view hours for my channel, so it's starting to get pretty annoying. It's like I get copyrighted for music in someone else's video we react to on stream. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. All right, so we are rendered there. We're going to get a nice bicep workout in today on stream. We did one Monday as well. I think Monday, Wednesday, Friday we'll do bicep stuff. I'm really starting to try. I know I use super light weights. All I got is 5-pounders here. But I started doing bicep stuff the last couple days or every other day, so I don't burn myself out. But I'm really starting to try to work on biceps, triceps, because I'm starting to get so much loose skin up there. Maybe working those muscles a little bit can kind of help with that, combined with the fasting. Shared your post. All right, I'm actually going to start sharing these on my other page. Excellent quality. I don't care about grok there. It's a marathon from Destiny Veteran. Do not care. Show off files. Content master. Final cuts. Fasting. No! I actually did it, didn't I? Oh, what a dummy. Guess what I did? I rendered this entire clip in 16:9 and not vertical format for shorts. Genius! Re-rendering. I do this so often. I completely render the video, save it, get ready to upload it, then look at it and be like, oh, that's not short form. I am not a clever man. I've been bumble fucking my words so hard lately. Like, so hard. So hard. Why is it rendering so slow this time? Hopefully I don't get any artifacting in my video. Oh, that food was so good, but I'm so full. I am violently full. I don't either, McCarthy. I don't either. I am very much learning as I go. See, all these big channels that you see, all the ones we react to, Steak and Butter Girl and Bella and Homestead and all these other ones. Once you have the benefit of having a very large following and you're starting to make money from your channel, you can basically film all of your clips, explain what you're looking for to a good editor, pay your editor, and they spit out the most polished video with graphics and 3D rendering and all this other stuff. Like, that's why all their videos are so clean. They shoot their video and they send it to their editor, and like 2 hours later their editor sends them a link and says, bop, your video's done, upload. They watch it once for final approval, and that's about that. I am the jack of all trades. I cannot afford an editor, so I am the editor, filmmaker, script writer, planner, logistics. I do everything. And on top of that, I got to lose all the weight, too. I am starting to get better with this program, though. I just constantly forget because you have to be, when you upload a short, it has to be vertical format. And if you don't manually change it, it's automatically going to be wanting like landscape. It wants to go to landscape like automatically every time. It's like 2 clicks to do it. I just constantly forget. It's not a huge deal, but every time I just go, man, do things right the first time and you don't have to do them multiple times. Words to live by. Words I wish I lived by sooner. I probably wouldn't be so fat. All right, we're going to go end of first. 48 he fast. You know, lo and behold, I start my big fast this week, too. I do my first big attempt at it. The Riz Beast, Rizzy Man. Feeling a little rizzed up, man. Talk me up, chat me up. I'm good. We're just doing a little editing today. All sorts of fun stuff. Trying to sweat some bacon off my back. Shit, what was I just saying, McCarthy? I can't remember. Dude, I'm so bad at, like, talking about something that super matters to me and then, like, changing my train of thought for 2 seconds and completely forgetting what I talk about. I might genuinely be retarded to a small degree. But I think I might be. Just a little bit, though. Not full tardation, just a dash. Just a sprinkle, you know what I mean? Well-seasoned sprinkle of the tardation. What are we going for? Motivation. Hell yeah, we're going to get some motivation. We're going to get some fat loss. Yeah, we're going to do some fat loss. I'm still, man, I know I've said it like 90 times. I'm still surprised this fast didn't give me a net weight loss, though. It's very, very interesting. Fat loss, weight loss. You start doing some different tags, change it up a little bit. Oh, what I was saying, McCarthy, is I literally do my big fast. I started out doing these fast videos and stuff like that and have my big plan for this week. Literally, the biggest guy that's doing a weight loss thing right now, Ethan Bernard, starts doing a fast right on top of my... I mean, more respect to him. Nothing but respect to the guy. He's absolutely amazing. But it's like, damn, dude, I literally just started making videos on this, and he drops his, and there goes all the views. Journey... That should be good. Oh, no, I don't need either of those. What am I doing? What am I doing, man? Fitness and Daniel Jones from Asian. We'll go plus size. We'll try out plus size for a tag and see how that goes. I'm lovable size, some might say. Some might say I'm morbidly a beast. What? Oh, excuse me, dude. That food hits so good. So good. How's your day going, Riz? How's this majestic of Wednesdays treating you? Ain't your thumbnail, don't care. That's good. Oh, I can't forget either. I got to take my progress pic today. I've been so bad. Dude. I meant starting January to start doing the progress pictures. I'll tell you what. Again, back to me not being able to remember shit. CRS disease. I'm actually going to start putting that on my medical papers that I have CRS syndrome. Sorry, no, I'm not super interested right now. We ain't got no reaction, nothing else going on. I'm just getting this short posted here real quick, so hopefully we can feed some more people in here. Yes. Checking. 12:30. 12:30 should be a fine time. Get that going. Get some Benny Bob in here. We get a bunch of people in here. I'm going to see if people want to join in for the bicep workout. I think that'd be cool getting a lot of people doing that. In the first 48-hour fast. Bam. Published. Cool. There's one down. Like 5 other places to post. Shorts, 669 on that one. 6 of 69. I hit the dreaded 666 subscribers last night on YouTube. I hit 666 and went, oh shit, dude. Like, please, please, please get another one. And I refreshed. It was 669. So thank God, dude. I don't want the mark of the beast as my subscribers.
Well, we made it. Here I am at the end of my 48-hour fast.
Farting. Oh, no. We want fasting for our tag. Fasting, not farting. I'm pretty good at that too. I used to be, dude. I'll tell you what, McCarthy. Crazy thing about carnivore, dude. I don't fart anymore, dude. Ever. Once every like 3 days or something like that. Tell you what, when I was just eating whatever I wanted, man, I used to slap heaters into this chair so hard. Motivation. Weight loss. Weight loss journey. Journey fitness. Fat loss. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what? We're just gonna keep it at 5. Something about 5 tags, I think, is like the optimal. And now we press share on Instagram and we wait like 32 minutes because, man, I love Instagram, but holy God, their upload process. Absolute shit. So we're going to look at some jerky recipes for Homestead today. This one I'm super excited for. I salt my meals so much right now with carnivore, keto, all this stuff. You really want to salt everything really good. Max German has a breakdown of salts you want to avoid, and it's almost looking like Redmond. This is going to be a very, very interesting one as well. This is Patrick Alexander, the vegan preacher turned carnivore, has a look at healthcare workers and not taking care of their own health, which, as someone who's married to a healthcare worker and spends a lot of time around healthcare workers, I can assure you is a very, very true fact. Some of the doctors and nurses I've run into over the course of the years are probably some of the unhealthiest people I've ever met. And I truly believe that if you're going to give health advice to people and be a role model for health and be at the forefront of medicine, you yourself should be in shape. I mean, you can't disqualify people for being out of shape, but I really, really think to really drive the point home, you yourself want to be really healthy if you're in medicine. But nonetheless, respect to all people that do it. I just think that's kind of the way it should go. But we're definitely going to take a look at this. I'm super excited to check this out. We have, it's like another month. I was on his podcast. He's not broadcasted it till March, I think. So I'll post that when it's coming up closer. But let's see. Let's look at these salts first. I'm super curious what Mr. Max German has to say.
Single day without realizing what it is actually doing inside your body. Salt itself is essential and healthy when it is clean and properly sourced, but many modern salt brands are far from this. Although these popular brands market themselves as clean and healthy, the reality is very different. Many of these salts contain toxic contaminants that accumulate in your body and inflame the gut. They disrupt hormone signaling.
What's going on, Bear? How's your week going? How's your majestic Wednesday treating you? Well, I hope I'm doing really good. I just broke my fast. 48 hours done on the books. Just had my first meal, and oh my God, I'm full.
And interfere with cellular function. So in this video, I'm going to break down the 5 salt brands you should avoid at all costs. Explain what is actually found in them based on real sourcing and testing, and more importantly, show you which salt brands are truly safe to use instead. So let's get into the first brand. We all buy salt thinking it's one of the simplest, purest products we can get. It's just minerals from the earth, right? But when one of the most trusted brands in the health community gets flagged for contamination, it raises some serious red flags. This first brand is one that so many people swear by. It's marketed as premium unprocessed sea salt straight from ancient seabeds. In fact, people pay extra for it because they believe they're truly getting something pure, natural, and very high quality. But recently, this brand was caught in controversy.
Absolutely, Bear.
Absolutely. A major contamination.
I'm telling you, some of the healthcare workers I've encountered in my years, man, they're unhealthy as me. They're as unhealthy as I was at my worst weight. It's always so weird someone telling you. I had someone at the first weight loss clinic I went to back in like 2022. I had one of the nurses there kind of lighting into me about how bad I need to focus on my weight loss, this, that, and the other thing. She was maybe 50 pounds less than I was. And it's like, it's hard listening to that from someone who is on the same boat as you know what I mean?
Issue. So there's a lady called Tamara Rubin who goes by the name Lead Safe Mama online. Her sons were unfortunately poisoned by the heavy metal lead. They each have permanent disabilities and other health challenges which are directly attributed to their lead exposure as infants. This is because lead is a neurotoxin that interferes with neuronal signaling, disrupts calcium dependent processes, and it impairs normal brain development. Even the World Health Organization, who are usually extremely conservative and slow to label substances as dangerous, have stated that lead accumulates in the body, especially in the bone.
The one that'll blow your mind is back in my youthful partying days, how many doctors I've run into that do some serious drugs and shit too. I have run into some doctors, lawyers, engineers, like the people you think are going to be the straight-laced ones are some of the hardest partying mofos you've ever encountered in your life. Okay, Instagram is good. TikTok. Not a fan of TikTok, but I'll tell you what, their uploading process is the best out of like any site for shorts that exists. Oh, they go hard, man. They go hard. Get a doctor's appointment, have them tear me apart about being fat and stuff, and just know they're going out to the ski slopes to do snort some schneef later on that night. It's just crazy. It's crazy. What am I doing? Upload. Give me 1 second. I just got to start my next upload here so we can get this video out on time. Less than 48. Excellent. Man, I dislike TikTok, but man, their upload process
and can damage the brain.
I can upload, polish, edit a video on TikTok faster than it takes to literally send on Instagram. The difference is
nervous system,
wild.
Kidneys, reproductive system, and more. After seeing what lead did to her sons, she has made it her mission to test products for lead, and she's done an incredible job. Since July of 2022, the work of Lead Safe Mama has been responsible for 5 product recalls. Now, with this brand, Redmond's Real Salt, Lead Safe Mama originally tested their product, and it came back high in lead and arsenic. Arsenic is another heavy metal that interferes with cellular metabolism, damages DNA, and disrupts...
I've absolutely been wondering why, like, all the big channels are turning on Redmond's. Like, Kerry was talking some shit on Redmond's the other day. Not directly, but he made this quip about salt from a mine and shit, and like, yeah, it was
more enzyme function. So she published these findings. Now, when this came out, people were understandably concerned. This is a product marketed specifically to health-conscious consumers who are trying to avoid toxins and eat clean. These findings from Lead Safe Mama have been replicated in other examinations of Redmond's Real Salt. So these heavy metals, they are definitely present in the salt.
Damn,
relatively high amounts of heavy metals is certainly not something.
As a man who not only has a whole bunch of Redmond salt upstairs, I also just gave a bag to a friend telling her that she should really try it out. Shit. Not
something
good.
you want
Not
to be
good.
consuming if you're someone who's trying to optimize your health. So that's the first salt brand to avoid. Redmond's Real Salt, due to the heavy metals that it contains. Now, Redmond's Real Salt may have contaminants in their salt, but this next brand is much worse. They don't even deny it. They don't even try to hide it. And the crazy thing about this brand is, again, it's one of the most popular salt brands in the world. So we all know that salt is used to preserve things. This is why in processed foods there is typically a lot of salt. Salt prevents food from going off as it inhibits bacterial growth and removes moisture that bacteria need to survive. Due to this, you would logically think
Himalaya, yeah,
that
I got
when
some
you buy
pink
salt,
Himalaya upstairs.
you are
I'll
just
probably
buying
switch back
salt
to that.
and that there's no other additives in the salt. Well, here's the thing. These large corporations, they aren't in the business of making us healthy. Shocking news, I know. Surprised everyone. They are actually in the business of making profit. So they need their product to appear very high quality. Have you ever bought salt and noticed that it's all clumped together and it doesn't come out properly? It's kind of annoying, right? Well, with some types of salt, this is unavoidable. And when you buy salt and it does this, it makes you not want to buy that brand of salt again.
You know,
and
when
you
dogs
don't buy it
do
again,
that thing
they
where
lose
like
money.
you stop petting them for 2 seconds and they shove their face into your hand to say, no, 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 you got to keep petting me. Dude, my dog is notorious for that. Watch, I stop. Shows his beak right in there. No, jump pupper. Such a pupper. I'm thinking about swapping over to a brand called Salter. They also do electrolyte packets. They look like a really, really clean brand.
But
But
so
again,
to
maybe he'll
prevent this
bring them
clumping
up
from
too.
happening, here is what they do. They use something called anti-caking agents. Let's take this salt right here, for example.
It is Great
Iodized
Value.
salt by the brand Great Value. Now, let's
I
turn it over.
knew
First
it. Dude, I
ingredient,
called it
salt.
and then
We're off
talked
to a great
myself
start.
out of it. I'm
Love to
so
see
dumb.
it. But then, all of a sudden, dextrose, potassium iodide, sodium bicarbonate, yellow proswite of soda. I don't even know how to say that word properly. I'd never heard of it until I researched for this video. Now, for one, dextrose is sugar, which is certainly not ideal. But even worse, there is that yellow proswite of soda. I think I've just botched the pronunciation again, but that's not the point. What is this, you might be wondering? This is an anti-caking agent, and how it's made is terribly concerning. It's made using cyanide combined with iron salts. Yes, cyanide. The poison used to literally assassinate people.
You know,
now, with
I
this,
think one of
the
my biggest
regulators
health
say
things
it's
is
safe,
if it says
but
great
here's the
value
part
on it,
they don't advertise.
just don't touch it. Simple as. I think that's kind of been one of my golden rules for a while. I go to Walmart. Literally, the only reason I go to Walmart is to get Element, and yeah, anything else in there, I just don't touch. I just don't even touch. All right, TikTok's done. TikTok's done. What else do I need to do? Facebox. We go to the Facebox.
There is a legal
gotta
limit
get
for how much of it you're allowed to consume. In the US and EU, this is capped at a very small parts per million, and health authorities have set a maximum daily
ppm.
intake because
Yes,
at higher
indeed.
exposures it can break down
Damn,
and release
dude, they had me
hydrogen
do this
cyanide.
workout
This is highly
PT
toxic. Now, it's
yesterday, and it
very hard to
torqued
know
my
exactly
shoulder.
what this
Something fierce. Like, my rotator cuff does not feel fantastic. I'm also supposed to be at PT. They gave me the exercise at PT, and I'm supposed to be there for my knees and shoulders. And he gives me this workout. I'm like, hey, is this okay for my shoulders? He's like, oh, it's going to be rough on your shoulders. I'm like, you know I'm here for my shoulders too, right? He kind of goes, oh. I went, oh. And now my arm is so seized up, it is painful to lift it above that today. So that is fantastic. That is fantastic. Brother is suffering. Akinha, I know who you are. I seen you before. I seen you before. What's going on, Dilbert? Dilbertington. The journey. The journey. Give me 1 sec. I'm just uploading one more thing here, and we'll get back to Mr. Max German. Maxith German. No, I've been discovered. Yes, you thought you were slippery, Dilbert, but no. Good to see you, brother. How you been? Sorry I haven't been popping in cord much, man. I've been so goddamn busy doing 800 things. Pop in and see what's up. Hell yeah. You on site today or are you working home? I imagine you're working home if you're in here. Okay, that's uploading. We can get back to this. I hear you, man, dude. I'm so busy right now. I got streams 3 days a week. I'm bumping videos. I am doing physical therapy multiple days a week now. If I'm not in-house session, I have home sessions to do. I'm doing the gym every day. Like, man, dude. Absolutely booked. Absolutely booked. And I'm the homemaker around here, too. I cook and clean.
this causes, but what we do know is that cyanide is a mitochondrial toxin, meaning it disrupts your cell's ability to produce energy, hence why it's used for assassination. This additive is certainly something you don't want to be consuming. And in Great Value's regular table
so what do you
salt,
like?
there's
You
also
locked
other
in, you work weekends and you're on call during the week? Or just you're on call all 7 days?
potentially harmful additives. So that's the second salt brand to avoid. Great Value. Now this next brand represents a much bigger category.
Again, whether we're talking salt or whatever really product you want to talk about, if it says Great Value on it, simply don't touch it, and you're going to be a lot better off for it. Grinding, it's worried about when you don't pop it. You're grinding here to support. Oh, hell yeah, brother. I appreciate it. Truly, truly. 1 week, Monday to Sunday. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. That happens to my wife a lot, too. She'll just be gearing up to go for work, and they'll call her and put her on call for the night and stuff like that. So, but man, I'll tell you, poor wifey, dude. She's been working 2 full-time jobs right now. She went out and took a travel contract on top of her normal gig. So holy shit, girl's been doing 6 on 1 off for 13, or this is week 12 of 13 weeks. She's just getting into. She's almost done though.
Himalayan pink salt. You've seen this everywhere.
Bear. We're talking pink salt. We're talking pink salt, Bear.
It's in grinders.
Oh,
it's
no.
even in those fancy salt lamps, which I can't lie, they do.
Dude, I think Salter's the play. I truly think Salter's the play. I'm pissed about Redmond's though, dude. I've literally been telling people all to eat Redmond salt, to use Redmond salt. I literally just delivered a bag to my buddy's wife because she's also on a diet kick right now. And now I'll probably call her and say, hey, that bag of salt I gave you that tastes pretty good. It's filled with lead, by the way.
Do look pretty cool. That's not the point, however. Here's the thing with Himalayan pink salt.
I know, dude. Everybody's busy as shit. The few times I do pop in, I stopped in and talked to Chase for like 2 minutes the other night. I mean, my cord's dead at this point. My cord is absolutely dead. I haven't talked to anybody lately. I haven't even had time to play a video game. I actually, I reinstalled Destiny and tried to play it for like 13 minutes and just turned it back off again. I can't even do it. Like, even like Warframe and stuff like that, I just haven't. Real ridiculous. Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Where do I buy my meat? I split duty between Sam's Club and Aldi's right now. Aldi's has really, really good deals on stuff. It's also the only place I can find the 73.27 ground beef. But since I've been on Lion Diet for this long now, Sam's Club has chuck steaks that essentially, if you look at where a ribeye is on a cow, the next cut of meat down is the chuck steak. So essentially, they're poor man's ribeyes. They cost literally a quarter of what ribeyes cost. They're super marbled, and between my ground beef and the chuck steaks, I'm essentially doing my whole diet right now for around $13 a day. It's really not too bad. Really not too bad. Real ridiculous. I'm not sure why I can see you on... I can literally see you on the big merch chat, but I actually can't see you in the YouTube chat. It's very weird. Yeah, Chase has been playing some Arc Raiders for sure. Usually go to Sam's. Yeah, Sam's is good. Yeah, $13 a day is nuts. It's going to get a little more expensive once I go back to normal carnivore. But we're seeing results, man. We're over 100 pounds down now. This is the first time I've fit into this t-shirt since like 2014. Unreal. Beth, what's going on, Beth? How you doing? How is your majestic Wednesday going? All right, let's get back to pink salt. Bear, we're talking pink salt.
For lead contamination across multiple brands. Independent test.
Do you get, what kind of Himalayan do you do, Bear? Do you just do the Sam's Club version? That's what I have upstairs, too, is just the big grinders you can get. I always have one of those on standby. Good. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Love to hear it. Love to hear it. I am having a fantastic day myself. I am just coming off a 48-hour fast. I just had, when we started stream, I had my first meal in 48 hours, and no one tells you how good it's going to taste after you fast for that long, because holy shit. Never have I experienced flavor at that level before.
Testing across multiple Himalayan pink salt brands has consistently shown detectable lead.
But despite here, man, we got a ways to go. We still got 200 to go. 200 to go. I've been fluctuating like crazy again. I hit Not last Friday, the Friday before, I hit a new personal best at like 454 and then literally shot back up like 3.8 pounds. And now fasting 2 days. My 2-day fast, I didn't lose any weight this time. Shane Pink, gotcha. I eat lean meat though, chicken breast, 90-10 ground beef, Canadian bacon. Yeah. Dude, I'm getting super into this one, Billion. I'm getting super into this one. Dude, I can't believe we've literally been talking Redmonds, man. I've been talking Redmonds for so long, dude. And now it's like, wow, I'm just probably not going to buy Redmonds anymore.
Himalayan salt brands continue to market their products as if they're superior to regular salt. It's the exact same issue Redmonds has. Both of these brands actually have something very interesting in common, which is why they both contain high amounts of heavy metals.
So I've literally just been eating lead. I have gone through like 2 full bags of Redmond salt in like the last 3 weeks, probably.
We will discuss.
Thank God I got my dose of heavy metals. That's going to help my brain damage for sure.
But that's the third brand to avoid, Himalayan pink salt, as they have been repeatedly flagged for high levels of lead. This next brand has a completely different issue, and it's an issue that points to a separate and far more concerning failure, because it should have been picked up. It wasn't heavy metals, but physical contamination that made it all the way through.
Why is it just on a conveyor line
even
like that?
Distribution. People bought this
That's
and consumed a lot of it.
Right? That's just got to be an AI thing. Yeah, Salter, dude. I want to try Salter out. What about the small weight goes other consider ideal waterway? Yeah, see, that's the thing too, is I've also been starting to incorporate actual like upper body workouts. I'm going to the pool. I'm doing physical therapy now. Dude, I was actually pushing a weight sled at physical therapy the other day. Actually pulling a weight sled. I had a big old rubber band around me and I was pulling a weight sled with like 100 pounds on it, man. It felt awesome. So I'm definitely gaining muscle. We also have, I get BIA scans every 45 days. BIA is showing my muscle mass is coming back up as well. So super good stuff. Absolutely love it. But we'll see. We're fluctuating super hard right now, and generally every time these fluctuations happen, it's just water. Because we started doing measurements a few weeks back. And every time the scale goes up, I feel bad. I put the video of the weigh-in out. It's like, oh man, I gained 4 pounds. But it's like, oh, but by the way, I lost like 8.5 inches in the same time frame. So it's like the scale only goes so far. I was taking electrolytes, but it seems to hold on to the water. I do a lot of extrolytes. There's that brain damage I was talking about. I do a lot of electrolytes. I do Element. I'm probably going to swap over. If I start ordering salt from Salter, they also have electrolyte packets. I think they're just as clean as Elements and probably maybe a little bit cheaper. I'm not sure. Dude, I'm telling you, the whole racket of energy drinks, electrolyte drinks, just all that stuff, man, they're getting so expensive. So ridiculously expensive. Usually I don't. See, the thing is, I really don't, though, Barry. Usually when I have my electrolyte packets, I'm pissing so much throughout the day that I just feel like I don't hold on to water. But then there's some days I drank... Just because I was fasting so hard, I upped my water intake to at least 1.5 gallons yesterday. Similar situation, doing his weight loss and muscle gain journey, he blew up and was effectively physically equivalent to M1 Abrams. More of a panzer myself, if you know what I mean.
Or anyone caught it. So, what actually happened? This salt brand
now I want to play World of Tanks.
Issued an official recall for foreign plastic contamination in their salt grinders. Pieces of plastic were actually found.
What would you guys prefer, plastic in your salt or lead?
Found in the product. And
I'm pretty sure my body is like 44% microplastics at this point, so what's a little bit more, right?
As a result, they had to pull it from shelves. Now, the important detail here is that this was not discovered by a consumer, which suggests...
Yeah, dude, I miss caffeine. I miss coffee so bad. It's been, what's today, the 4th? It has been 64 days without caffeine. 64 days. I'm just surprised I haven't punched someone in the face yet. I'll tell you what, though, eating this way, just eating carnivore stuff, dude, it gives you so much energy, it doesn't even matter. You just don't even need it. What's a little more at this point? You know, my balls are probably 50% microplastics at this point.
These plastic particles were so small that...
Good God, I do end up knocking the wife out. I'm just going to give her to a plastic He-Man doll. I prefer the heavy metal.
People were consuming them unknowingly. In fact, this wasn't even flagged by
the great battle of our time, lead versus microplastics. Which way, Western man? Which way?
Independent testing. It was caught by regulators. It is seriously concerning that there is this level of plastic contamination in the products we're buying, and it wasn't even picked up until the brand's product was placed under heavy scrutiny. This is a large established brand. They have quality control, they have food safety protocols, and yet plastic still made it into the final product. So if a massive company with large amounts of resources can miss something this obvious, what are the smaller brands missing? Think about how many products you use every day that you assume are safe because they're sold in stores. You assume someone's checked them. You assume the packaging means they passed inspection. But the reality is...
I'm not gonna lie, I love the way Max German pronounces stuff, dude. It's so good, man. New Zealand all day, man. Their enunciations, whew. A lot of emphasis on the syllable at the end of the day, I'm telling you.
That contamination slips through all the time, and most of it...
I'm truly hoping he's going to say egg at some point, the way he says egg. The eggs.
...is never caught, because most products are never tested by independent third parties or placed...
I'll tell you what, if I could pick anywhere to travel right now, it would probably be New Zealand, though. It is so goddamn
under
gorgeous
heavy
over
scrutiny
there.
By regulators. This salt brand's recall is a reminder that we all need to be very careful about which brands we actually trust. At the end of this video, I will share the 3 salt brands I trust the most, but that's the 4th salt brand to avoid.
These to research everything to do with our food distributions. We are far too lenient with things in other countries. Oh, dude, yeah, you like compared to the EU standards over here. Even Canada. What was the one old Bobby Kennedy was saying there? Fruit Loops. He was showing the versions of Fruit Loops and like how many different things were in the American Fruit Loops versus the Canadian. And they showed like the color difference between the two. Like, ooh. Might I have some cereal with my artificial dyes, please?
Cape Herb.
This brand of Red 3 is delicious
and
today.
Spice.
Actually, I think, isn't Red 3 natural? I think Red 3 is actually natural. That's the one they make out of the Beatles, I think. It's like Red 30 and all that shit.
Final brand to avoid represents a large category of salt products. And I can almost guarantee you have bought one of these because you believe that they are healthier. So what most people believe, and even what I believed for a very long time, was that salt from underground ancient seabed mineral deposits was the best type of salt you could possibly buy. We know our seas have massive amounts of plastic pollution, which causes salt from the actual...
You know, the more I get into physical therapy, I'm starting to notice my lungs are starting to have a lot more capacity as well.
sea to contain microplastics, which have been shown...
Actually, I don't know if it's the PT or the swimming, because I try and hold my breath a little bit longer each day in the pool. Haven't been making a lot of progress, but I do feel like it's helping overall.
...to cause everything from hormone disruption to oxidative stress to our cells. However, there is a big problem with salt taken from these underground mines, and that is that it naturally contains whatever elements are present in surrounding rock. And the thing is, in these surrounding rocks, there is large amounts of heavy metals. In this video...
Oh, the front end loader can't be helping with the lead contamination. Over the U.S., just insane the amount of artificial substitutions we ever even allowed. Oh, dude, I know, it's nuts, man. It's nuts. Absolutely nuts. Dude, I think the obesity rate right now is like 30, somewhere between 30 to 40%. And then if you add in overweight on top of obesity, it's almost 75% of America's fat, dude. Like, no bueno. No bueno. And that, my friends, is what I'm fighting against. I'm done dealing with this shit. I'm done done being a part of that demographic myself. I'll still be in that demographic for a little bit, but not too much longer. But, dude, especially, have you seen the people on TikTok that, like, just, here's what I eat in the day as a fat person, and they just house, like, 8,000 calories in a short? Like, dude, refuse to mimic the way they produce food, you know, like the weird shit they have. EU still has better standards. Yeah, EU definitely has better standards. Japan, there's, who made the video? We watched a video on Japan. Joseph Everett, WIL, if you've ever seen his channel, he did a breakdown on obesity rates in Japan versus the US, and it's eye-opening. They went over there and really looked into all their food supply and stuff. It's night and day. Night and day, and it's not just what they eat, it's how they eat too. Because you figure over there, they're eating most of their meals, you're having like 10 different things on these little tiny dishes. So over the course of it, you're eating slower because you're going plate to plate to plate to plate to plate. It's like That's one of the biggest things I've realized was a detriment to me too, is how fast I ate. I'd get food and house it. Now I actually pace myself. Like a bowl, I just had 200 grams of ground beef. It took 10, 15 minutes to get it all down. And like pacing your eating is so big. Like for years, I never felt full. Ever. I never had a feeling of satiety until I slowed down how fast I ate. And as soon as I started doing that, all of a sudden I'm 3/4 of the way through a bowl of food and go, oh, wait a minute, I'm actually full. I don't need to keep eating this. And then I stop eating. And that's something I've never done my entire life. But of course, then you look into signals and how much carbs and stuff like fool you that you're filled up. The Chinese food effect, you know what I mean? I'm so full. 10 minutes later, I'm eating more Chinese.
We have covered how Redmond's and Himalayan salt have tested high for heavy metals such as lead and arsenic. The reason for this is because they are both sourced from underground salt mines.
That's Redmond's.
These metals, they
right
aren't
there.
added intentionally. They occur naturally in the earth which surrounds the salt. So with every single brand of salt that is sourced this way,
I'm so
they are
curious
very
when this
likely to
info
contain
came
heavy
out about
metals.
Redmond's.
If we go back to Mama Rubin's testing, we can see that every salt mined this way was high in heavy metals. So that's the fifth salt to avoid. It's not a specific brand. It's simply all salt that is mined from underground ancient seabed deposits. Now for the most important part of this video. How do you ensure that the salt you are buying is actually pure salt and is truly health promoting? Well, the most important thing you can do is choose salt that comes from modern seawater.
I always sit here when we watch these videos on stream, Max German, Bella, Homestead, all this stuff. I see their editing quality. It's just like, damned. I don't know how to do half these graphics and stuff these guys do on screen. I'm slowly figuring them out, but man, it is a process to figure out.
With very low microplastic contamination. While ocean pollution is a real concern, salt harvested from cleaner waters is also filtered and purified, so it does not contain significant...
Yeah. Oh, absolutely, dude. It was a super eye-opening video. And then you compare the rates. I mean, like 40% obesity here to 4% over there. And it's also, it's a cultural thing, too. They kind of said how, like, you openly get called out for being fat over there. Like, here, and it's something I've talked about numerous times. I had so many friends that, retrospectively, I wish they had told me how bad I was getting. But the whole mantra around being fat here is like, oh, well, you know, body positivity and all that stuff. My friends, oh, no, like, I'd bring up my weight and stuff, and I was like, oh, no, you look good, man. You look fine for your weight. You look great. Whereas over in Japan, not even being a mean person, they'll generally walk up to someone and be like, dude, you're getting fat. And it's not taken as an insult there. It's literally taken as like, dude, you need to get on top of your shit. And people probably do. And it's one of those things. If a bunch of my friends had told me a decade ago, like, brother, you need to get on top of your shit, instead of saying, no, man, you look fine, you look good for how much you weigh, like, it probably would have been a whole different story.
Amounts of microplastics.
Hell, I might even still have cartilage. Probably not because of the bacteria eating my cartilage alive, but I'd probably have a little bit.
As we discussed in this video, you don't want salt from these underground mines.
Alright, as much as I don't want salt from these mines now, I 100% want to tour a salt mine. It seems so cool to go down the earth into one of these places.
They are essentially guaranteed to contain heavy metals due to prolonged geological contact with metal-rich rock formations, whereas salt harvested from the sea is much less likely to contain these heavy metals.
Dude, the thing is, though, like, you think about the heavy metals, but what about the microplastics? Like, dude, isn't there like a New York City-sized island of garbage out floating in the Pacific somewhere? Like, the whole climate change argument I have my gripes with, but the fact that the level of pollution in the ocean is not fantastic. So, I don't know, him kind of going, from the ocean it's fine. It's like, man, there's not some cool stuff in the ocean, though.
The key to choosing the right sea salt is to ensure that you are buying a brand that harvests their salt from unpolluted waters. This way you avoid microplastics and other industrial contaminants. So ideally, you want a salt that is not sourced from industrial nations. There are 3 main brands I recommend. The first is Jacobsen Salt Co. This brand is a sea salt, and it is tested very low for all heavy metals and microplastics through independent testing. The second brand I recommend is called Malden. Again, same story here. They've tested very low for all heavy metals and microplastics through third-party independent testing. The third brand I recommend, and the one I actually recommend the most, is Salter. Now, full transparency, keeping it 100% real, they are a sponsor of mine, which is why I've also suggested 2 other brands so you can make your own mind up. But with that being said, I was promoting this brand before they ever became a sponsor, and in my opinion, they are by far the best salt brand. Here is why. Firstly, it's sea salt harvested in Norway. Norway is a nation with relatively low industrial pollution. They have very strict environmental regulations.
Yeah, you got the
and their
Ruskies
coastal
right there,
waters
though.
are very clean. I mean, just look how beautiful the nation is. Everything about Norway, it's pristine. The scenery, their waters, and even the woman there. That's besides the point. The point is salt source from
He's
Norway
not
is
wrong,
as clean
dude.
as it's
He's
going
not
to get.
wrong,
Another
man.
thing
They
that's
got
great
them- they
about
got
this
them
brand is
blonde
that they
bombshells over
actually
there.
care about producing the highest quality salt. In recent times, I've gotten to know the owner personally, and he actually created this brand because he was annoyed at how low quality and contaminated all the major salt brands actually are. They actually regularly conduct their own independent testing and publish all of their results publicly, with most other brands testing.
That Celtic
only
light gray is what the friend I just gave the bag of Redmonds to, that's what she was using before that. So very, very interesting.
if an independent lab or someone like Lead Safe Mama takes the initiative. But with these guys, they are so confident in their product they do it themselves. And on top of this, Saltar contains higher amounts of naturally occurring electrolytes like magnesium and potassium. This matters because for most of human history, the water us humans drank was naturally rich in these electrolytes. Today, water is heavily filtered and purified, which removes these electrolytes. And most people are no longer getting enough. I suspect this is a major reason why so many people experience brain fog and low energy. So having more of these naturally occurring electrolytes is great. And they even sell these electrolytes by themselves also. I think it's very hard to argue that they are not the best salt and electrolyte brand on the market. I'll put a link to them and the 2 other salt brands I recommend in the description of this video. On screen now are the 5 salt brands to avoid and the 3 that are actually safe. Now if you want to ensure you are also getting the highest quality beef, then you will enjoy this video right here. In it, I break down some of the sneaky marketing tricks that beef producers use to make you think that you're buying.
The whole grass-fed, grass-finished argument, man, we've been down that road a few times. We watched some videos on that in the past, and holy shit. All right, give me 2 minutes. I'm going to let the dog out quick, and then we're going to take an awesome look at health and healthcare workers, because a lot of healthcare workers do not take care of themselves. I can tell you that from firsthand evidence. I will be right back in just a moment, and we'll get that going. Hey, puppy! Hey, puppy! Oh! Knocking all sorts of stuff over. All right, so I'll tell you what, we got a whole bunch of people in here. We are going to do our bicep workout If anyone wants to join me, feel free to follow along. I'm going to bump myself up on screen just a little bit here. And let's see. We're going to follow along with VinX Chris Haria. Awesome calisthenics workouts. I've been doing light duty stuff of his for a while, and it truly is helping me. So we're going to grab some weights. If you guys got weights, you got water bottles, anything else, pick them on up. Let's get this done quick.
So go ahead and pick up your dumbbells. These are super effective as they work every range of motion. We're gonna start off going full range of motion, all the way up, all the way down. 7. Want a big chest.
I do want a big chest, but not with man boobs.
7.
Like currently.
All right, now we're gonna go all the way up and halfway down.
Oh, that's good on the shoulder, man. Good God.
Last one. All right, now all the way down and halfway up. 7. 1. Last one. All right. Great little pump in the arms. That's one of my favorite exercises for bicep. Now we're ready to move into the next bicep exercise. That's gonna be supinated curls with your back against the wall. Emphasizing on our short and our long head. We're gonna be putting our backs against the wall to make sure that we're not using any momentum and we're using perfect form and pure strength. Also, this is gonna give us a greater range of motion. So from right here, we're gonna curl all the way up, come all the way back down. Let's go for 15 reps.
Do not be afraid to use super light weights for this either. I'm only using 5-pounders. I know I'm a big boy, but 5 pound is all you need.
Last ones. 3, 2, 1. Let's just hit 1 for good luck. Sheesh. All right. Flying through this routine. Moving on to the next exercise, we have hammer curls. Emphasizing on our brachialis and the long head of our biceps. Give our arms a break. Let's go ahead and pick them back up. Now I'm gonna put my back against the wall again to ensure that I'm using no momentum, not swinging at all. Here we go. We're gonna go all the way up, all the way back down. 12 reps. Keep your core tight. Three more, let's go. 3, 2, last one, squeeze. As you can see, I'm not rushing the descension, working the negative as well. Whew, let's give our arms a break. We're down to the last bicep exercise. That's gonna be single arm bent over curls. Now this exercise is gonna emphasize on our brachialis, short and long head of our bicep. And as you can see, we're working a lot of angles as well as different hand positions to work our biceps. Doing that is gonna give us the most results and strength. So we're gonna do 1 arm at a time.
We're pumping, Benny. We're pumping.
10 reps each. We're gonna bend over, keep your back straight, and you wanna curl straight to your head. 10 reps. Don't rush it. Two more. 9, last one. 10, squeeze. All right, switch the arm. Keep your back straight, curl right to the head. Two more. 9, last one, squeeze.
Oh, feels
All
good,
right.
man.
Whew, my biceps are on fire right now. Now we're officially halfway. It's time to move on to our triceps. First tricep exercise we're gonna get into is gonna be kickbacks, emphasizing on our lateral head, but also engaging our long head and our medial head of our triceps as well. So if you need to, go ahead and take a second to catch your breath, breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Pick up your dumbbells, we're ready to get started. You want your feet shoulder width apart, big chest, shoulder blades back. You're gonna lean forward, and from the elbows, you're gonna extend your arms. We're gonna go for 12 reps. Last one. All right. Flying through this routine. Now we're ready to move on to overhead tricep extensions. This exercise is gonna focus on our long head, but it's also gonna engage our lateral and medial heads as well. We're gonna be doing this one arm at a time, 10 reps on each arm, so have a good posture. Bring your arm up,
hit the ceiling.
right behind your head. We're gonna go all the way up, extend, and out. 10 reps. Last one. All right, switch.
They're aching today, but we're doing all right. We're only using 5-pound weights, so.
Two more. 9, 10. Woo. All right. We just have 2 more tricep exercises to go. Next, we're gonna get into one of my favorite tricep exercises that you can do with a dumbbell. That engages all 3 of your tricep heads, your long, medial, and lateral. That's gonna be cross tricep extensions. You can do this on the ground as a calisthenics exercise if you don't have dumbbells, but I like doing this move with dumbbells and single arm. So I'm gonna lay down.
Actually, hold on, no. Hold on, give me a second to get on the floor over here.
10. All right. We just have 2 more tricep exercises to go. Next, we're gonna get into one of my favorite tricep exercises that you can do with a dumbbell. That engages all 3 of your tricep heads, your long, medial, and lateral. That's gonna be cross tricep extensions. You can do this on the ground as a calisthenics exercise if you don't have dumbbells, but I like doing this move with dumbbells and single arm. So I'm gonna lay down. My arm is gonna go across, and I'm gonna completely extend. 12 reps. Last one. All right, switch it up. Two more. Last one. All right. Now I love that exercise because there's not many tricep exercises where you're actually using your triceps from this position. Now we're down to the last tricep exercise. That's gonna be some good old-fashioned bench dips. A fantastic compound exercise I've been using for years that engages all 3 of your tricep heads as well as your chest and your shoulders. We're gonna be going for 20 repetitions. I want you to burn out and give it everything you got. So we're gonna get to the surface.
I can't do these, so
Get your feet out, bring your hips up, come all the way down, all the way back up. Don't rush it. Keep that time under tension. Full extension.
Since I can't do these, I just kind of extend behind my back.
5 more reps. All the way down. Make these last ones count. Last one. All the way down, stretch. Come all the way out. Whew, there we have it. My arms are on fire right now and the pump is real. And that was just 8 exercises. We hit all the heads of our biceps and our triceps as well as our brachialis right from home with the most minimal amount of equipment. And if you really want big arms, you want to do this routine at least 3 to 4 times. And the more you do it, the stronger you're going to get, the more results you're going to have as well. So definitely start to increase your repetitions over time, or increase the weight, or even decrease your rest time. And you're going to continue to see progress, results.
Now, normally you want to do 2 to 3 sets of those, but since I am in such rough shape, I'm not going to be able to do that. But I think just getting one set a day done, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, is a beautiful, beautiful start on top of everything else I have going on. Inspector Kenworth on duty. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. All right, we're going to take a look if we got some comments here. Keep going strong. Nice. All right, we're going to check out Mr. Patrick Alexander has a video today on healthcare workers not taking care of their own health. And I find this to be very interesting as someone who's very, very close with healthcare workers. And here we go.
Welcome to your upgrade. I want to talk about a video I saw recently. So it popped up on my feed a few days ago. I watched it once.
We got a puppy.
And then I watched it again. And I kept thinking about it afterwards. Now, before I say anything else, I want to show you a short part of that video. This is from a woman named Carrie. She's a personal trainer, and she's also a powerlifter. And in this video, she talks about the criticism she gets online.
My name is Carrie. I'm a personal trainer and a powerlifter who lives 4 days a week, and this is what my body looks like. Which means that when I post my workouts on social media, most people assume I'm just starting my fitness journey. I've been working as a fitness professional for 5 years now, and that part still rubs me the wrong way. Because there are so many people in larger bodies moving their bodies regularly and accomplishing their goals in the gym, and they'll always...
So, first of all, Carrie, if you ever hear this, you seem like a genuinely kind and thoughtful person. You speak calmly, you don't sound angry, you don't sound defensive, and I want to be very clear about this. This podcast is not a personal attack on you. I'm not questioning your character. I'm not questioning your worth as a human being. This episode is about the question your video raises. Because while I was watching it, something didn't sit right with me. Not emotionally, but conceptually. So Carrie, as we see, is a personal trainer. And whether we like it or not, personal training sits inside the world of health. Not just motivation,
isn't the direction I thought it was
not
going
just
in. Still good, though.
teaching
Still really
exercises, not just showing people how to move. Health. And that brings me to the question I want to explore today. So when you work in health, does your own health matter? And I'm not talking about perfection. I'm not talking about six-pack abs. I'm not talking about looking like a fitness model. But I'm talking about basic health. And at what point are we allowed to ask that question without being called cruel or hateful or judgmental?
It goes back to what I was just saying about
because
Japan and this whole
the problem
body positivity
right
stuff.
now, it feels like even asking the question is already seen as an attack. I want to be very clear about my position. I'm not here to shame anyone. I'm not better than anyone else. I'm not the moral police here. But I'm holding up a mirror. And this is something we all experience in life. Sometimes someone holds up a mirror to us and they show us something about ourselves. And we don't like what we see. I understand. Now the question is not whether the mirror is nice or whether the mirror is mean, but the question is, if you don't like what you see in the mirror, Is that the mirror's fault?
I used to blame the mirror.
Or is it the reflection that hurts? Now, people have held mirrors up to me in my life too. And trust me, I didn't always like it.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the crunkest of them all?
Sometimes I defended myself, and sometimes I blamed the other person for holding up the mirror. Do the youth still say
crunk? I don't know if that's a thing or not.
And sometimes,
might be behind the times.
After the anger settled, I realized that perhaps they had a point. So, this episode is not about judging others. It's about being honest with ourselves. We also need to clear something up before we can go any further. Fitness is not the same as health. Being strong doesn't mean you're healthy. Looking ripped doesn't mean you're healthy.
Well, what are you doing?
Some of the sickest people I've ever seen look incredible on the outside. And I'm sure you know who I'm talking about. Bodybuilders, strength athletes, people who know every exercise, people with perfect form. Many of them are completely destroyed on the inside. Heart problems, hormone problems, organ damage, and some of them even talk openly about it. For example, Eddie Hall, a very famous strongman. So yes, the outside can lie. And on that point, I fully agree. But here's where things get kind of uncomfortable. Because not all outsides lie equally. Muscle doesn't tell you much about health. Leanness doesn't tell you much about it either. But obesity tells you a lot. You don't just become obese by accident. Just like you don't just become anorexic by accident either. Both require long-term patterns, day after day, year after year, and both show a lifestyle that is just not working. Now, that doesn't mean someone is bad.
The calisthenics guy's my ideal body type. You and me both, Rochi. You and me both. I doubt I'll ever look like that, but that's my goal. I want to be lean. I don't want to be Mr. Swole walking around. I want to be tiny. Not tiny, but just lean. That's all I want. That's my ultimate goal. Let the 90s rip.
Lazy or they're stupid, it means that something is out of balance. If we look at animals, for example, in nature, there are no obese lions. There are no obese zebras. There are no obese wild animals. The only obese animals we see are pets. And why is that? Because we feed them in a way that doesn't match their biology.
No.
Humans are not different. We like to think we're special. We like to think we're above nature. But
I can't wait for my episode to come out with him. Super, super fun. We had a long one, too. It's probably like an hour.
We're not. We are biological beings, and biology always wins. This doesn't just apply to personal trainers. I see this pattern everywhere.
You know why my dog's doing such a suck up right now is my wife kicked him out of the bedroom.
I see it in healthcare. Let me give you a little example. My girlfriend's grandmother is in her mid-90s, and she sometimes gets help from a nurse. Now, that nurse
your crunk standard?
Obese.
Oh, yeah.
And I
was
don't
crunk
say
in the
that
90s?
with
I thought that was like the early 2000s.
I don't say that to shame her.
Little John and all that
with
stuff.
Genuine.
Yeah. Okay.
If you work in healthcare, you don't need to be perfect.
The dog is so bummed because my wife
Shouldn't
kicked him out
you
of
at
the
least
bedroom.
take care of your own health?
It's because he can't stop being a gremlin.
We also have health ministers around the world who are obese. I'm sure you've seen the images going around. Now, isn't that strange? You talk about health policy.
The new health minister
you talk about
of the UK
prevention.
is like,
you
I'm
talk
calling
about
55
responsibility.
BMI, if not 60.
And your own body tells a complete different story. And at some point, the words and the body just simply stop matching. And when that happens, people notice. I notice. Now, a personal trainer doesn't just teach exercises. They talk about food. They talk about lifestyle. They talk about recovery. And you can't avoid that as a personal trainer. Even if you say you don't want to talk about nutrition, you still do. Because people ask. Because results depend on it. Abs are made in the kitchen. So the question is fair. If your own life hasn't produced health, what are you really offering to others? And, you know, let me be totally clear here. This rule applies to everyone. Obese trainers, anorexic trainers, drug-enhanced athletes, destroying themselves. They all have the same rule applied to them. There's no special protection. No special victim status. Now, I know this episode will offend people. That's okay.
It's okay.
We live in a time where
everyone's
offense
over everything
is treated like harm. But being offended is not the same as being injured. Online, people react very fast. There's no pause, and there is no friction. And you can get angry instantly, and you can type instantly. Now, in real life, anger has consequences. Online, it usually doesn't.
Oh, there's no consequences.
But reacting fast doesn't mean you're right. It just means that you reacted fast. So, here's my invitation. If this episode made you angry, don't comment right away. Seriously, sit with it. Give it a few hours. Give it a day. You can always come back later and write what you think. The video is not going anywhere.
Dude, there's some comments I get on stuff that I don't
before
even
you
know
do,
how to
ask yourself
respond to,
one
man.
honest question.
Instagram specifically,
Why
I get some
does this
wild comments over there.
Not
Absolutely
why
wild.
is he wrong,
I'm angry.
but why does this hit a nerve? The ego is very good at convincing us that we are right and everyone else is the problem. But deep down, we all know we're not always right. And at that moment, when something touches a nerve, that's often where growth starts. Now, I want to end with this.
Super smart dude. We had a fantastic conversation, me and him. Fantastic.
Doesn't judge. It doesn't attack.
I wish it was coming out sooner,
and it
though.
also
I really
doesn't
do. I really do. It's going to be a while before it's out.
What's there? You can get angry at the mirror, or you can look. Now, would you rather be hurt by the truth or comforted by a lie?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm not here to make you feel bad.
Always hard truths over convenient lies. Always. It took me a long time to figure that out, but a hard truth is always easier in the long run than a convenient lie. I am telling you, hands down, right now, that is the play. Absolutely the play.
I'm here to make you think.
Again, going back to my friends. All my friends around me when I started bitching about my weight or talking about my weight. No, man, you look good. You look fine. Instead of just being like, brother, you look like shit and you're going to die. You need to lose weight. I wouldn't have been offended if they had said that to me. I just would have been like, damn, maybe you're right. And I probably would have got this started sooner until the point where I was on the brink of my body falling apart. So always give people the hard truth, even if it's difficult to say, over a convenient lie. It will save you so much in the long run. It truly will.
Think. That's what I like doing. What you do with that, in the end, is up to you. See you on the next episode. Welcome to your upgrade.
Zing!
Thank you for watching the Patrick Alex.
Oh, that was brand new. That literally just came out. We might have been the first view on that, to be honest with you. We'll go back and comment. I have a nice comment to leave, but he did say think about your comment for a while. So we'll wait for a little bit. We're going to look at gut microbiomes. We are going to look at some beef jerky as well. Do we got anything crazy going on in the world we can look at? I don't know if it's better. You're nearly there. Hell yeah. Charlie Brown on X. Absolutely love her. Absolute sweetheart. Let's look at Carrie. He's got a beef jerky recipe for us, which now that, you know, in a few short weeks, I'm going to be able to start eating some awesome stuff again. Let's look at some jerky because I really want to start making my own. There's almost nothing store-bought that you can get that, number one, matches with Lion Diet, nonetheless carnivore. There's so many additives and bullshit and everything else in every form of jerky you see in the store that I need to make some. I absolutely need to make some. So let's take a look at this.
Ever made. I'm sick of going to the store. This little container of beef jerky is like $7. I don't eat this, by the way, because if you look at the ingredients, it's full of wheat, soy, sugar, brown sugar, all sorts of junk. A regular size thing of beef jerky, it's like $17, $20. I'm gonna show you how to make super clean beef jerky at home without any fancy gadgets or gizmos. We have a food dehydrator, we have a smoker. Those are good methods if you have them, and you can certainly do those, but I'm gonna show you how to do it with that.
Why'd you delete that message?
Because everybody has an oven, and everyone...
Hold on, don't delete that message. Benny, why'd you delete that? You can leave that one. That's perfectly fine. It was a joke.
Everyone has access to inexpensive cuts of meat. We're going to do 3 different cuts of meat, and I'm going to show you in today's video how to make homemade beef jerky super easy in your oven for literally a fraction of the price of buying some store-bought garbage beef jerky that's full.
I was going to say, wait a minute. That was just a joke with the video we were watching. Free my man, free my man. He didn't do nothing. He didn't do nothing.
With sugar and crappy ingredients. I'm trying to do this as easy as possible for everyone. So everyone's got some baking sheets like this.
I just
You're
bought
need
2
a
baking
rack,
sheets
or
just
you
like
can
that,
use
as a matter of
skewers.
fact.
You can actually skewer the meat and hang
I don't have skewers.
the rack in your oven and put one of these under it to catch any of the drippings. That's a really good method. I don't have skewers. You probably don't have skewers. Most people have this. All sorts of different racks for these. I'm stealing these out of our dehydrator, but most people have a cooling rack.
Nice
so I'm gonna put these racks on here like this.
That's what I need to get. I need to get some of them drains. I need to get some of those drains, man, so bad. Some of those rack drainers, strainers, whatever. Like, dude, I need to go to the restaurant supply again. There's so much stuff I want. Typing in, it popped up when I started erasing his message. Gotcha. No worries, Benny, no worries. I was just confused. I said, wait a minute, where'd that message go?
All right, so now we need meat. What are some good cuts of meat for beef jerky? Well, get what's on sale. I personally like rump roast, top round, and pork loin. So we got beef.
That's actually a super good use of top round and chuck. I don't know. I'd rather just do a crock pot with the chuck, but man, those top rounds, they're so lean. That'd be a really good play for jerky.
Beef, and pork. And the trick is, you get this stuff on sale. They're already cheaper cuts of meat. So those are the cuts of meat that I go for. And the trick is, you want to take that meat, put it in your freezer for about a half an hour so it firms up a little bit. And then when you go to slice it, it'll be easier to slice. You want a nice, sharp knife before you do this. I'm going to start off with top sirloin. These look like they're the perfect shape. Alyssa picked these up for me yesterday.
Dude, there's so many cool things I want. You know what I want? The biggest thing I want that I do not have is just an island. I would kill for an island just as a prep station. And like, dude, filming in my kitchen is miserable. You should see the layout in my kitchen. It is actually wild the way my kitchen is set up. It's a very interesting choice of a kitchen.
You know what you do when you got a little extra piece like that? Jen? This is what we call super rare. This is what we call super rare. Emma, what do we do when we have a little piece like this left over? What do we do?
You just cook it up and eat it.
Yo!
And you don't know where that came from, so you're gonna die.
Don't try this at home. Quick interruption. Beast Mode Soap sent me this soap, 100% beef tallow, free to try.
That was a real weird cutaway, man. Real strange cutaway.
This is certified grass-fed tallow, never vegan, made in the USA, natural essential oils. We got forest ash.
Sounds good, Benny
paleo
Bob.
pine. We're in the
If I don't
pine
see you,
forest.
enjoy
The
the rest
forest
of your
ash is
day.
my
And at 4 p.m., there will be a nice big one. Have cheap island or other furniture. I also had, my father is a carpenter. He also, 2 miles up the road, I have access to a full wood shop, so I can make my own as well. I've been thinking about making one, just doing like kind of like a big butcher's block and doing that on a set of wheels. I think that would be super, super good. Then I can kind of just roll around the kitchen wherever I need. That would actually be perfect. That would be big, big brain plays. That would be huge brain plays.
My favorite.
Then I get to spec it exactly how I want it. Yeah. That's a video. That's what I'm saying. That's a really good video right there, making an island.
I've been using it for a while now. They sent this to me for free, but I liked it so much
because my kitchen's so weird. I kind of want to show you on paint. No, I don't want to do that. I can open a separate instance of paint. Right. Yes, I can. Okay. So, what the hell is opening on this side of my screen? Oh, Spotify. No, Spotify. No. Do not start playing Spotify. That's how our videos get copyrighted. Okay. So, I'm going to show you the layout of my kitchen. It's very, very weird. All right. So, this is the main door into my kitchen. Right here, I have a bunch of counter space. Then I have my stove is right here. There is another. This is my pantry here. So I got all my pantry with all my storage stuff. There's just a little closet. This is open space. I got 2 big windows here. Then over here, I have another stretch of counter that goes all the way across. I have my sinks right here. Sinks right here, and I got open counter here and open counter here. But then right here, leaving this tiny, awkward, weird little gap, my fridge is right here. So it's like I have this weird chunk of open space. You see what I mean about the layout? It's like, dude, everything's on opposite sides of the kitchen. Sink stuff over here. I go to the stove, I gotta walk all the way across the room to touch the stove or the other counter here, or go all the way back across to rinse stuff over here. It's the most awkward kitchen layout ever. Ever. It's super annoying. But if I do, say I make an island like that big, just a big old butcher block type deal, and have this on wheels, or say I'm working over here, then shoink, we just go here. Yeah, the big open space is useless. It's fucking useless, dude. It's like, and the problem is, I have right here, underneath this side of the counter, there's a dishwasher under here, so it's not like I can build the counter out this way, because I have my dishwasher here. There's drawers here, but this space right here is useless. This is like where I keep my garbage can, because there's nothing else I can really put there because of the fridge. It's a very strange room. It's a very, very strange, my entire house is a very strange house, to be honest with you. This house was a very tiny house. It was put multiple additions onto to be converted into bigger stuff. So I think an island on wheels is what I can do. So I want to work by the sink, roll it over here. I got all my stuff right behind me. I can shoot videos that way, point it this way. I know this is just turned into a clutter now. Or I'm working over here. I can bring it down here and have it behind me here and film this way and put all my stuff out right here. The island, the window, and get natural. That's what I'm saying. There's so many different angles I can work with, and just having a mobile one, I think that'd be a really good play. I think that would be a super, super good play. So we're going to start looking into that. I'm going to go talk to my dad after I get done streaming today and see what we can do on that. Also, this is when you come out around here. So if you come over here, this is also, there's not much to expand here because this is the stairwell. So when you come out here, this is where the stairs go down underneath this. And then technically where I am is like down under here. So stainless steel cart, then add butcher block on top. Yeah, that would be a good play. That would be super smart, Bear. That's actually super, super smart. Just literally seat some self-tapping screws up through the bottom into the butcher's block. That would be smart. I like this. This is a good brainstorm, boys. This is a good brainstorm. I like this. I like this. Yeah. Get a cart like that and just a fat butcher block on top. That would work good. That would work really good. Then I don't have to worry about making up the wheels and doing the legs for it and make sure the legs are braced and stuff. That's smart. And then I get a big storage tray down at the bottom. I can keep like pans and stuff in too and like unclutter my storage cupboards a little bit. This has been productive, dude. This has been productive, and I'm actually going to write this down. Give me one moment while I write this down before I forget any of this shit. W cutaways. We already finished that. Yeah, dude, my stairs aren't even stairs. They're a ladder, dude. Like, my stairs are tiny. Absolutely tiny, dude. My dad is working a job right now, and he's coming over. He's done contracting work his whole life. So he's coming over and building us a brand new set of stairs, but that's not for like another 2 months, sadly. So we're actually going to have like full tread depth on them. Depot. Cart. Butcher. Block. On top. Thanks again, Bear. That was smart as shit, dude. Bear, you one clever man. You one clever man. All right, so we'll get my my crunked up kitchen off screen. What camera do I use? I literally use, I shit you not, everything I do is a Galaxy S25 Ultra. I don't even have a real filming camera. Everything is done on my phone. Every little bit is my phone. I bought this right when I started making videos because I had one of the strongest cameras on the market, so that is it. That is everything. I would like to get a GoPro so I can do some more action stuff, maybe some underwater stuff during the summer, but that's a ways out. They're very, very expensive, so. All right,
agreed to do a paid partnership with them because I believe people need to know what they're putting on their body. And the soap that I had at home is full of chemicals, detergents. Seriously, after I use this soap, my skin feels so soft and so incredible. What you put on your skin ends up in your bloodstream. And I only want to put good things.
It's funny, I don't even have a webcam either. I have a Galaxy S25 Ultra. That's my phone and my camera for recording everything. And then my webcam, quote unquote webcam, is an old Galaxy Note 9 that I had before this. So
in my body and on my body. And this,
I got to the point, so kind of when I started out with the channel, me and my wife agreed that we were going to dump a little bit of money into getting the channel started, getting the stream started, getting my new office done, getting all this stuff set up. But we didn't have a huge budget going into making my videos and stuff. And the rule is now, I can't really buy new stuff for the channel until the channel starts producing money that can buy new stuff. So until we hit that point, I'm pretty much locked in. I'm pretty much locked in, and I am also very, very sadly, I am coming up on a new PC here pretty quick. Sadly, my PC is getting close to 5 years old, and it's starting to have issues. So I am going to have to drop some dough here in the near future. I am going to have to get a new PC soon. Gonna suck. I don't want to do it. I don't want to spend that much money right now, but my PC is really starting to have issues. I think either the CPU or the motherboard's starting to screw up. The power supply is getting a little bit old. She's just wearing on herself. She's been going for years. What issue? I keep having weird issues. My GPU keeps getting a red light and then shutting off my monitors because it's not getting enough power. It's claiming the red light that's turning on is because it's not getting enough power from the power source. I'm also getting this weird issue that I think is the motherboard or the CPU. So I'm sitting here and I have my audio fed into my headphones. I'm watching everything on my screens, and all of a sudden there's a blip. Everything on my screen freezes. The audio stops in my headphones, starts coming out of one of my monitors for like 10 seconds. Then everything seizes again, goes back to my headphones, and then it's fine for like an hour. So I don't know. It smells like motherboard or CPU. That could also be No, that wouldn't be GPU because the audio wouldn't be changing like that if it was GPU related. I don't know. It's just, I think I got a lot of issues. I think she's just getting old. It was a budget pre-built gaming PC, so it's nothing special. I'm working on a very outdated Mobo, a very outdated CPU, a 3070 Ti. I don't have anything super crazy, but we're getting there. And I'm not going to lie, I have had issues with this PC since the day I bought it. There's some sort of artifacting issue that's been going on with the GPU forever as well. So I don't know. We're going to have to get a new one.
There couldn't be much better. This is 100% beef tallow.
I'm going to keep the old one. I'll probably work on it. And if it ends up being a simple issue, then, I'll have that as a backup, or I can use that as a streaming PC. I would like to actually eventually have a dual PC set up, one for streaming, one for just feeding over to the stream PC to lessen the load on one. But we'll see. Yeah, mobile problems. You decide to replace motherboard, might as well replace the CPU. That's it. Yeah, it's one of those things. It's like if you're replacing one, you might as well do it. And I've had enough issues with this PC. I'd rather just go from the ground up. But like I was saying, if it's an easy issue, I am going to tinker with it as soon as I get a new one. I don't want to be tinkering with it while I still need to run streams and make videos. And if I lose this PC, I lose all my editing power. I'm going to have to edit on a laptop that's going to take hours to render videos and stuff. So we are limping on this one. When I do get a new one, I will do microsurgery on this one. If it's a cheap fix, we'll get everything swapped around. I'll just have a 2 PC setup. I think that's a smart play. But again, we'll see what happens down the road.
For those of you that are watching that think I'm a little crazy.
A little?
A little bit. I've been a carnivore for over 1,000 days. I'm down 100 pounds since my heaviest. I overcame depression, arthritis, anxiety, IBS. I reversed my congestive heart failure, and that's a fact. That's in my medical records. I've shared that on my YouTube channel before. I've had a lifelong irregular heartbeat, completely reversed on.
His medications, too. I mean, he's off every medication he was on. He was on like 14, 15 medications. He's off them all. That's my goal. That's where I want to be.
Carnivore. I have healed my body and gotten off of all my medications, and I've seen thousands of other people do this. I'm filming a documentary. I'm not even filming a doc. I'm done filming a documentary. We're about to release it. By the time you watch this video, this close. If you want to learn more and you want to see a trailer for my documentary,
I feel like you said that every video, dude. I just want to watch this already.
And if you want to get busy living.
No, I'm going to say right now, this movie is going to be behind a paywall, so maybe we will consider, I'll pay for it and we'll stream it in Discord or something for people, but we'll see what happens.
Instead of remaining busy.
I don't want to be that guy and be thieving money from him either, so we'll
dying like I was before, and you need help on your journey, visit
GTX 1080 Ti when it came out. Today, all the parts of my PC have been replaced. Yeah, dude, the Ti's hold up really good. My GPU, I don't think I have a GPU issue. I think I have a problem with my power source. Just isn't getting the power to my GPU that it needs. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But yeah, dude, GPUs hold up really, really good. And who wants to buy the new top of the line ones with the price tags on those things? Oh my God, what's a 5090 going at this point? I don't even want to think about it. 5090 probably costs double what my whole PC cost a few years ago.
Humanity Life gives you real answers, real support, and real results. Live expert Q-minded folks.
Here, but I didn't realize this looked like such a small amount of meat, but the way I'm slicing it up, I'm gonna use up most of the rack. So for this video, we're gonna focus on just this meat, and this was the top sirloin.
I think top sirloin.
If you wanna watch a video on doing it with rump roast or a pork loin, check the playlist. Be sure to subscribe because I've done videos on all of this, all different ways of doing beef jerky. I'm going to add some seasoning to it. Now you might be saying, beef jerky, you need sauces and spices and seasoning and Worcestershire sauce and soy sauce and
oh my God,
marinades. Feel free, like if you're good with that stuff and tolerate it. I probably could tolerate it, but I feel so incredible eating it this way, and I have found, and I will fight anyone on this, straight up meat.
Yo!
With a little bit of salt is one of the best things in the world.
Salter.
I use Salter. Why do I use Salter? Because I love it, because it's clean. Norwegian sea salt.
Sounds so good.
It's got some great texture to it, and it has all of the electrolytes you need. Just want to lay it gently on there. You don't want to push it into the rack. Some of these are probably going to stick a little bit. All right, here's the trick with the oven. There's 2 tricks with the oven. The first one, bake. You want to put it on the absolute lowest temperature it will go. We'll go 175. Start. You want to let it preheat before you put it in there, which is exactly what we're going to do. But then the other trick is, once we put the meat in there.
That's the other thing. Why would I want to spend money on my PC right now when I'm trying to get it sous vide? Riddle me this. I'm very curious. I'm going to see if they have them at the restaurant supply store. I'm probably going to go there tomorrow. Another note I'd like to mention to everyone, this new stream schedule is working for me so much better. So much better. Going down to 3 days a week. I got so much accomplished yesterday. I got 4 videos done yesterday, one being a long form. We already got 1 today. We're going to have 2 more today probably. I already got all the footage shot, man. I am tackling stuff so much better with these 2 extra days.
You need a wood spoon. Stay tuned. Once it preheats, I'll tell you what that's for. Jen is squinting and confused right now. All right, we're all preheated.
I'd assume they have to have them there. I would absolutely assume they have them there. Everything's so cheap at Restaurant Supply, too. It's great, dude. Knives, cutting boards, cast iron. Like, dude, it's all so cheap.
Now I'm going to open the oven.
It's literally like a fifth of the price of, like, anywhere else you get it. It's nuts. And the problem is most of them aren't open to the public, but the one we have here absolutely is.
I'm going to put these in there. Here's the trick with the spoon. You want to leave it open just a little bit. Because it's a wood spoon, we're only at 175 degrees, it'll be fine. Don't try this at home, I'm a professional carnivore, but you want to let the air come out. You want to get some airflow. Heat rises so that...
I got to say something about Kerry. His flannel game is so on point. Absolutely on point. I have multiple flannels. I can't wait to wear them again. I need to lose another 100 pounds before that's going to happen, though.
We got the meat on the racks. The air is going to circulate around the meat. It's going to have somewhere to escape. While our beef jerky's cooking in the oven, I have a little side mission here I got to show. We do this every single week. It's so simple. You take a chuck roast. You get it on sale. Sam's Club's got some great chuck roasts. You chuck it in the slow cooker. I put this in last night. I put it on low before I went to bed. I didn't put any water in it. I didn't put any butter in it. I didn't even salt it. Here's what it's looking like right now. I'm trying to be careful not to tear. Oh, it is just falling apart. It wants to tear.
Mine. That looks just like the one I did the other day.
That is absolutely delicious. You could eat that all day long.
Divine. Oh,
make your gravy on it, Carrie. That would be even better.
And the beauty of it all is, how could it be any more simple?
Right? I can't believe you didn't put any butter in that.
There's no butter. There's no seasoning. I didn't even put any water in it. A frozen chuck roast. I set it in the slow cooker on low.
That's what I do. That's literally what I do. I sear it, I salt it, and I toss it in. I don't put extra water in. I don't put broth in. I don't put tallow in. Nothing. Those chuck eyes, man. Oh my God! Just drop them in there, and they just turn out perfect.
This is in there
Low
because
for like
if you said you didn't put any water in
it.
That is all meat broth, liquid gold, and you can render that down to a gravy in a saucepan on the stove. You got to be very patient. You go really low, and that will thicken up into a thick gravy.
Jerky.
Homemade beef jerky. In conclusion, you can go to the store and buy a big old expensive bag of gross beef jerky that's got sugar and 37 ingredients in it, or you can make your own. In an oven, you don't even need a food dehydrator, you don't even need a smoker. This is literally a fraction of the price of the garbage you get at the grocery store. It's like $1 for beef jerky.
You said check out the
I saw that too, that's what I'm doing. Look at me.
Here, I just redo it.
So good. If you enjoyed this video and you want some more carnivore inspiration for low price, accessible carnivore meals that you can make yourself, you don't need any special equipment, you just need an oven for this one. We do tons of recipes.
Oh my goodness. Good gravy. All right, we're gonna look at look at healing our gut to check out. We're gonna check that out. I am gonna take a quick couple minutes. I got to use the bathroom. The puppy, I'm sure, needs to use the bathroom. I need to get some water, so I will be back in about 5 minutes, and we will keep going. Where's my beer? I'm back. I almost put up the drawing in my kitchen again. Back in a few.
know what you knew. Restless every time we start locking eyes. Lost control. Oh, it's paradise with honesty, but I'm in the dead of the night. Let the darkness take control. Let the darkness take control. Darkness take control. May the darkness take control. Take me in the smoke, breathe me in and let me go. Sink to your heart to find you. Open up your eyes till you're blinded by the lies, so you can see what you do. Restless every time we start locking eyes. Lost control. Oh, it's paradise with honesty, but I'm in the dead of the night. Teardrops on the floor. The pain is over. Feel the darkness take control. Darkness take control.
This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want now. This ain't what you want. Who alive can't put me in a box. I redefine any definition you got. I am the tiger, I'm making steps to the top. The flames, I whip it up, you just gotta hand me the rock. Take a seat, you cannot stand it. All I know, the flow harder than a Scotch bunny. Don't try studying me, you cannot manage. This ain't what you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon. This ain't what you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon.
Yeah, you better listen. I'm bringing heat. You'll be a fan when I start rapping. Way I'll have your fucking head spinning. I'm known as spit vicious. Release bombs and go tick tick. Boom, you blow me that head missing. I'm a phenomenon. Stacking cheese like it's Parmesan. 8 different flows, call me Octomom. I'm moving fast like the Autobahn. And I'm independent, so I'm not your fucking starving like it's Ramadan. Sick, twisted, gifted. Can't copy, printed. Can't hold me down. I shape shift, I'm liquid. I killed this beat, I might get convicted. They know how I move, it was predicted. Persistent, spoke it into existence. So consistent, no assistance. Hear me once, become addicted. If I rap it, then I live it. There's no cap when I be spitting this.
This ain't what you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon. This ain't what you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon.
Good heavens. Yeah, I needed a break on that one too. Sorry about that. Got the old bubble gut from the fast, I think. Whew. I definitely drank way too much water yesterday. Oh, we love hydration. I gotta figure out how to do polls for the chat. I gotta figure out bot chats. I gotta figure out all sorts of stuff for you guys. Sat down to take a dump quick. Next thing I know, I'm answering like 40 comments on goddamn Instagram. So, good problem to have. Good problem to have. All right, let's check out gut microbiomes with a bumblebee. Why is my volume so
wrecking your microbiome? Some of these things are things that a lot of people do and even think they're healthy, but actually don't support the gut at all. I'm a certified gut wellness coach, and what I'm sharing today comes from years of research, my training, and my experience with myself and clients. If you've ever felt bloated, off, or stuck, despite trying to eat well and take good care of yourself, this video will help you connect some dots.
Yay!
I'm sharing what I personally experienced, what didn't work for my microbiome, and what I had to shift in order to feel better. Now, I am a certified gut wellness coach, but remember, everyone is different, and the things that I'm talking about today may or may not fit with your unique situation. I always encourage everyone to do your own research and always check with your trusted medical professional before making any changes. Habit number 1 is eating whole grains that are not soaked or
I firmly disagree.
Fermented. This one surprises a lot of people because we hear everywhere that whole grains are always a win. Whenever I eat whole grains that are not soaked or sprouted or fermented, it makes them harder for my gut to handle, and I can really tell by how I feel. For me, this showed up as gut irritation and not feeling good after meals. I can even tell a difference in my skin. Even though these foods were what a lot of people would think were healthy, my digestion did not feel good with them. Once I learned about traditional preparation methods and started choosing sourdough and soaked and sprouted and fermented grains, my gut felt noticeably better. So if this resonates with you, just start small. Start by swapping one grain for a fermented or sourdough option and see how you feel. And if you'd like,
I do enjoy a nice sourdough, I'm not gonna lie. My mom used to make molasses bread called amadama bread. Oh my God, that stuff is
to learn
so
how
good.
to support your gut with the most important foods and habits, make sure to check out my Gut Wellness Getting Started guide. It's completely free and it's linked down in the description for you. Habit number 2 is not eating enough healthy fats.
Not a problem.
And this can be sneaky because even if we know that healthy fats are good, sometimes we are not eating enough of them, and it can be a hidden habit. For a lot of my life, I was not eating enough butter and tallow and traditional fats like that really help support digestion and lots of other body systems. Without enough fat, meals don't feel as grounded or satisfying. My energy dips and my digestion feels off. Adding more healthy fats help me feel more stable and supported after meals instead of feeling so hungry soon after. Healthy fats like this are also super important for the liver, and I definitely experienced this. It's really important to not try to overhaul everything at once. Just start adding a little bit more butter or tallow to meals every day, increasing the amount slowly, and see how your body responds. And make sure to keep watching because I think habits 4 and 5 are really going to surprise you because a lot of people don't know that these are actually connected to the microbiome. Make sure to leave a comment down below and let me know what's been your biggest takeaway so far. Did any of this surprise you? Also, what is your biggest struggle when it comes to supporting gut wellness? Leave me a comment and let me know. Habit number 3 doesn't have to do with food, but it is not getting enough sleep. And this one is so easy to overlook, but it makes a huge difference. And for some people, this is the missing piece. So I have definitely been guilty at times of not prioritizing sleep when I'm already trying to support my gut in other ways. For me, whenever sleep is inconsistent or too short, my digestion feels it. I notice my digestion being slower, feeling off, and just being less resilient overall. Sleep gives my body the space that it needs to reset and supports my microbiome naturally. So if this is something that you struggle with, start by protecting bedtime just a little bit more. Even small improvements in sleep can go a long ways in supporting gut balance. And if you're in a situation where sleep is very difficult, there are definitely things that you can do to help. One of these is starting by resetting your circadian rhythms. Get up at the same time every morning. Sometime between 5 a.m. and 7 a.m. is ideal.
I cannot stress this enough how right she is on this. Getting your sleep locked in is such a game changer. It is absolutely massive what it can do for you.
Get outside, get morning sunlight. That really helps reset.
Get that natural D up in you, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing that compares to sunlight. You can supplement D all you want, man. It doesn't matter. Get out and get some sun. Easier said than done in the Northeast right now. Pretty much everyone up here just has a vitamin D deficiency for 6 months out of the year, unfortunately.
Your sleep patterns, and it's hard to do at first if you feel like you're not sleeping enough at night, you don't want to get up on time, but just start doing it and it really helps reset those rhythms in the best way. And if you are looking for help finding the best foods that support gut wellness from the inside out, be sure to check out my free nutrient-dense shopping guide, and it's linked down in the description for you. Habit number 4 is one that I've mentioned in other videos, but it's so easy to overlook and it's so easy to not know that this is actually connected to the microbiome, and it is not getting outside enough.
Yep,
and this one feels almost too simple, but it really matters more than I expected. I've definitely been guilty of going through times where I spend way too much time indoors, disconnected from fresh air and sunlight. But once I started being consistent with this and started getting outside on a regular basis, I noticed improvements. Even if it was just a short time outside every day, I noticed better sleep, better feeling digestion, and a calmer feeling overall in my body. Did you know that staying indoors too much signals to the nervous system that we're actually hiding and in danger? And it's a big signal for stress? Spending time outdoors really helps to regulate my rhythm.
I say the inside of that house is so lovely, then the outside just looks so thrash. You can tell they got kids, they got pets, they got
them, and it calms my nervous system, which in turn supports my gut wellness without needing to feel like I'm doing something more. So I encourage you, try stepping outside once or twice a day. A short walk or even a little sunlight break can go a long ways. And keep watching, because I'm pretty sure you've never heard about how this next habit can actually derail everything that you're trying to do and make it so much harder. The final habit wasn't about food at all, it was about awareness. Habit number 5 is ignoring how my body actually felt without realizing it. I would push through cravings, digestive symptoms, and fatigue instead of stopping to listen to what my body was telling me. Now, in our society, we are really conditioned to ignore what the body is telling us and to just push through and kind of do what we think is the best thing, but this can be a huge mistake. Subconscious habits like this and constant pushing can keep the body in survival mode, which doesn't support digestion or the microbiome. When I slowed down and paid attention, my gut responded. Cravings are the way the body communicates needs, and learning to listen to my body helped me really understand what my body was asking for. So over time, as adults, we learn to ignore what our bodies are saying, but learning to listen again is powerful. But it doesn't need to feel overwhelming. Just start noticing patterns, and that's a powerful first step. So if any of these habits sound familiar to you, good job for listening to your body. And remember that microbiome support isn't all about perfection. It's about gentle shifts that add up over time. Start with just one small change and give your body time to respond. Make sure to head on down to the description and grab your free Gut Wellness Getting Started guide, as well as your free Nutrient Dense Foods shopping guide. Now that you know about the 5 hidden habits secretly wrecking your microbiome, you might be wondering, what is one of the best homemade probiotic foods that I could start making and giving to my gut? But how do you do that? It all starts by watching this video next here, because when you pair what you learn in this video with what you just learned here, it's
sauerkraut, yes indeed, naturally. Oh, let's see what Voidzilla's got for us today. Nah, let's avoid spicy topics. What do we got? What do we got from sous vide? We get back from sous vide. The chili oil killer.
Stew with salt, pepper. It is not a secret that chili oil is one of the greatest culinary creation ever. This thing literally goes good with anything. Seriously, it's incredible. However, every country has their own variation of chili oil. And on today's video, it's all about Mexico. We know the food in Mexico is amazing. There's several different things to choose from, but one thing that always stands out is salsa macha, their version of chili oil. And we're going to be seeing if this one can actually compete with a traditional chili oil. Let me show you how it's made. The first thing we need are some chilies. Get yourself some of these, and nowadays they are widely available to purchase online. These come straight from Amazon. But as you can clearly see, they come dry, so they will last you a very long time. Be careful with this one though, it's the spiciest one of them all. This one on the other hand is here to create color and flavor. But let's put this thing together. First, go ahead and heat up some olive oil and throw in some garlic and onions. Let that cook for a little bit. Now we're trying to do two things. Number one, cook them down a little bit, but most importantly, release the flavor into the oil, which is what makes this oil so delicious. But be careful though, don't let it burn, and as soon as it starts getting a little bit of color, you want to go ahead and remove it. Now using the same exact oil, go ahead and throw in some peanuts and pumpkin seeds. Mix that up and cook them for a little bit. Now throw in some sesame seeds and cook it up. Make sure to keep it under low heat. We want them to get a little bit of color but not burn. Now before using the chilies, I highly recommend toasting them a little bit. This will bring out more flavor and a nice toasted element which I enjoy quite a bit. Now you want to throw everything into the blender. First all of the chilies, followed by brown sugar, salt, some lime juice, lemon juice, some apple cider vinegar, lime zest, a tiny bit of lemon zest. Now all of the onions and garlic we previously made, and of course the oil and all of the seeds that we just made. Now you want to go ahead and blend that on high because that is salsa macha, the chili oil straight from Mexico. And I cannot wait to see how this actually tastes. Because if the smell is any indication, this is about to be a lot better than any other chili oil I've ever tasted in my life. But we won't know for sure until it's time for the taste test. And in order to do that, I went ahead and grabbed myself some beautiful steaks. These are prime grade New York strip straight from Riverbend Ranch, which has previously been aged for 21 days. They're nice and thick, it's beef raised in America, and I am in love with them. Now since we have 3 of them, this is how it's gonna work. One, I'll be doing something special. Let me put that aside, because I went ahead and seasoned these 2 with salt, pepper, and garlic powder, and into the bag they go. Now
every time I see Guga seasoned foods, I realize that I'm not seasoning my meat near enough. I'm Captain Light on the seasonings.
This one, instead of seasoning it, I went ahead and added the salsa macha. Let's just say a ridiculous amount. Now here's the thing with salsa macha. It's one of those sauces that are made for finishing. However, I want to see if it's actually good cooking the steak with it. Because into the bag it goes, and after vacuum sealing it, I got all of my steaks ready to be cooked. I'll be doing so with sous vide at 135 degrees Fahrenheit for 2 hours. This will cook them to perfection. And as that was happening, it was perfect because it allowed me time to go ahead and make an incredible side dish. This one is easy to make, and if you've never had Latin American food, start here. First thing to do is the base. Into a bowl, throw in some water, followed by some salt, mix that up real good, add in some corn flour, and mix everything together until it becomes a dough. Now go ahead and roll a ball, and if you have a tortilla press, use it. It just makes the job easier. But make this one slightly thicker. Then you want to go ahead and cook the bottom for a little bit. Then go ahead and remove it. Now you want to shape the top just like this, creating a little pocket so that the toppings can go on the top. And to finish it, go ahead and deep fry the whole thing, getting it nice and crispy and absolutely delicious. Now all you have to do is the toppings. I went ahead and started to cook some bacon, then I threw in some onions and garlic, mixed that all together, then I added some pinto beans. Mix it and combine everything, and go ahead and smash the whole thing up, and once everything is nicely smashed, go ahead.
Rochi heard the sous vide from fucking a mile away. I hear Guga!
And set that aside. Now into a separate pan, go ahead and put in some oil and cook up some potatoes. Now since they're nice and small, they'll cook quite.
It was either this or look at a whole bunch more Epstein stuff. I figured we'd keep it civil and just look at this instead.
Quickly, as next, you want to go ahead and add some chorizo. Go ahead and mix that together and cook the chorizo until it's fully cooked. As now we build. First, that beautiful masa we fried up, followed by the beans. A generous amount of chorizo and potato goes on top. Then add in some Mexican crema, followed by avocado, and finish it off with some cotija cheese. Because this is today's side dish. There's a very high chance that you've never had it before. friends, try it. Believe me, you will thank me later. Because by this time, my steaks were fully cooked. So I went ahead and removed them from the bag and pat them dry real good. Then when that got cooked with the salsa matcha, I cannot wait to see how it's gonna taste. But the other two, one will have chili oil and the other will be just a control. Because I want to see which one is actually going to be better. As I know exactly what you're thinking.
He's such a
my
man
steaks
of the
don't
New
look
York
that good.
strip too. I don't understand it. Like New York strips are okay. I'm not huge on them though. I'm really not huge on them.
Good right now, but watch this.
All right, everybody, and here we got our beautiful feast. What do you guys think, gentlemen?
This looks phenomenal. There is so much steak on the table. I am a very happy man, and it's clearly an experiment, Google. What do we have going on here?
So
bro?
we have a few crazy things going on right here. So I'll tell you straight up what it is, all right? We have our traditional chili oil, which you all know I am addicted to.
We love it.
Mexican style chili oil.
Oh, they have a chili oil.
They do. It's called salsa matcha.
And Google, what is this?
This is Mexican style side dish. So it's called sopes.
I'm noticing a theme for this video.
Correct, Mexican. With all that being said, all I want is your true, honest opinion. All right, enough talking, let's dig in. Please, we're gonna start right here with our traditional chili oil style steak and chili oil. That's it. Let's give it a try. Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.
Oh, that is money, dude.
It's like you said, this is the perfect marriage. You get that beautiful spice and that beautiful steak flavor that isn't like messed with. It's a beautiful combination.
I agree. It's just like a little spiciness and also fattiness from the chili oil. It just coats your mouth in the most perfect way possible. What do you think?
You have that nice...
I'm having a steak. I got like probably a 300 gram, 350 gram chuck steak up there waiting for me.
Soft, tender steak, and the best part about the chili oil is all those spices stay on the crust of the steak and they make that steak crust so flavorful, so nice to eat. A perfect combination.
If you've never, for whatever reason, had chili oil in your life, do yourself a favor, everybody, and make some. It's not hard to make, and you can save it and put it on everything. But before we move on to the Mexican style chili oil, let's try the side dish. All right, give me your true, honest opinion on this one. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Wow, that is amazing, everybody. There's a lot of things going on, and I want your true, honest opinion. What do you think, sir?
I really like the textures of it. The frijoles are nice and creamy. Then you have a little bit of crumbliness from the chorizo. You have that also little bite from some avocado, the nice cheese on top, and that sauce adds a nice flavor that really brings it all together. And I really like this arepa type of thing that you have going on here.
Don't say that, bro.
I don't know, that's what it feels like. That's
You're
like,
gonna piss off all the Venezuelans and Mexican at the same time.
For me, it's very similar to an arepa, but without the crunch on the exterior. It's nice. I've never had it before, and it's very Mexican flavors. I like it.
Yeah, I agree 100%. What do you think, Fifecino?
I really like this. It's a beautiful freshness on top of that fatty chorizo. I have no complaints.
What I think it's extremely unique to Mexican food, unlike any other, you know what I mean? Like, you're not gonna find this in any other type of cuisine. But with all that being said, Mexican food, we already know it's good, but how is Mexican chili oil? Well, let's give it a try. Give me your true, honest opinion. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Very different. It's like a different thing, everybody. It's a completely different thing. Wow, it is spicy.
Woo! It is definitely spicy. Yeah, spicier than the first one, that's for sure.
I kind of like it. I kind of like it a lot, but it's so different. It's night and day. You're trying a completely different thing.
This is very chunky. The flavor is totally different. Definitely more nutty, more heat, more spice, more peppers. But for me, what I like is the mouthfeel when you actually take a bite. The topping is so chunky, it adds like a really nice mouthfeel when you're taking a bite. I like that a lot.
Like it, me as well. How about you, Fifizi? What are you feeling? What are you experiencing?
I like it a lot. I like it a lot. The flavor is very, very different. The peanuts on this are masking the steak flavor a little bit.
Okay.
For the purist,
I'm not allergic to nuts, but I can't have nuts anymore. Like, even if I wasn't doing carnivore, nuts are completely out of play. Nuts, peanuts especially, flare up Lyme disease like no joke. If I have nuts, I will literally be incapacitated for like 2 days. The last time I had a handful of cashews, I was literally like, dude, I was on the couch for 2 days, barely able to move. my joints were so seized up. So unfortunately, nuts are gone for the rest of my life.
If you want this
Google
spice
that.
and the flavor of the steak all together, get that first one. But the second one is really good, and if you want to experiment, that's correct. That's fire.
What stands out the most for me is the flavor is completely different. Yes, it's a little bit crunchy. You can even pulverize it more if you want it to be, but the flavor is absolutely delicious, everybody. Can we agree that it's completely different now? Before we give our final judgment, let's try the last steak. I want to know your honest opinion. Please, let's give it a go. Cheers.
Cheers.
Very interesting flavor.
Very juicy.
I think it's the juiciest steak that we've had today so far.
I agree. It also feels more like a steak.
Yeah.
Unlike the other two has toppings.
This walnuts, cashews, peanuts, mixed bag, pistachio. Man, I love all of them. I love all of them. And I can't have them because they just nuke me. There's times, like, if I wasn't on carnivore, like, once a month, yeah, oh yeah, they're super caloric, super caloric. When I was doing, like, even the weight loss clinic diet, I'm a sucker for peanut butter. I absolutely love peanut butter. The problem is, if I have peanut butter, I'm going to be completely hemmed up for 2 days after I eat it. I love it enough, though, that like once every 2 or 3 months over the past few years, I'd still just go have a beautiful peanut butter sandwich and just know going in what was going to happen to me. But sometimes there's just nothing better than a PB&J, man. Sometimes it's just the simple stuff.
Doesn't have it, but it does have an additional flavor that I actually enjoy. How about you, Fefe?
I enjoy it as well. I do. It's a little bit like the peanut-y thing. That's what's going on here. A little bit toned down, but the steak flavor really shines here more.
So you just said it for steak purists, they should try the first one. So for the steak purists, should they try the last one instead?
I think it will be fine too, yeah. Those two will be better than this one.
The third one, it's okay. I feel like I agree with Fefe where it has a similar flavor to the second one, just very mild. It's mainly steak with a little something extra. However, these two steaks are very bold. They're very flavorful and they're very different. For me, I'm gonna choose the salsa macha steak. I like that heat, that flavor, that chunkiness of the topping. It's very different. We eat chili oil all the time, and this is something new. This is something exciting and dynamic, and I'm gonna go for that.
It is so unique.
I will never for the rest of my life hear the term chili oil and not think of the Mama Liz's guy. Oh no, dude, that's just a staple of America. That is really a staple of America, the PB&J, man. Sometimes I just do it. Sometimes I just do it. Not now since I'm on carnivore, but in the past, even knowing that it was going to mess me up for a couple days, man, there's just certain days. If I had nothing going on for a few days, I knew I could just relax and max out on the couch and just lounge outside. I would do a PB&J or 2 or 3 sometimes, and just accept the suffering that was coming to me over the next couple.
And
days.
I absolutely love it. The flavor is so wonderful, and also the texture is just great. But I have a feeling Fefe is against us.
I'm gonna have to be, but it's close. This one is good. But for me, this one is better.
The chili oil is still the king for you.
The chili oil is still the king.
I mean, you can't go wrong with either one, but they are completely different. By the way, this one here was just cooked with salsa macha inside of the bag sous vide. That's why it's much milder flavor. I would say, everybody, if you want to use salsa macha on your steak, put it as a topping. This one is just a little bit too mild. On top of that, you get rid of all the toppings, you know what I mean? If you want to feel that flavor, put it on top. It's much easier to do as well. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, you should subscribe. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
What else has he got? The seasoning that changed the nation.
This is a seasoning that most people never experienced. It's called sal prieta, which literally means dark salt. And it has a flavor unlike any other type of seasoning. Now the thing is this, it is said that this makes everything better, including fish, plantain, rice, and most importantly, meat. Yes, and we're about to do something that I believe it's going to improve steaks to a whole nother level. But in order to do that, the first thing we need to do is to make sal prieta. Well, let me show you because it's not as hard as you might think. The first thing we need is some dry corn, also known as cancha corn. You can find this online and it's not that hard. First thing to do is to get this thing roasted. For that, you just throw it in a skillet, mix it all up, and as soon as it starts browning on you, throw that into a food processor, blend it on high, as in the end, you should be left with something like this. Now hold on to this, as now we gotta roast some peanuts. We just want to get a nice little char on them. Once they're nicely roasted, we want to throw everything into the blender. First the corn, followed by the peanuts. Now add some garlic, salt, and cumin. Blend that up on high, and make sure everything everything is completely pulverized. As now you want to throw everything into a bowl because we need to combine it with this special ingredient. It's called achiote oil, which you will definitely be able to find it on Amazon. Once you mix everything together, you are left with this sal prieta. And in all honesty, it is so good that you can eat it just like this. But when you combine it with other things, supposedly it makes them better. Talking about that, I went ahead and grabbed myself this beautiful rib roast. It is prime grade, straight from Riverbank Ranch. It was previously aged for 21 days, and it's beef raised in America. Now, since this is a very large piece, I'm gonna cut out some steaks, use one as a control, which will be dry aging without any sal prieta. But the other one, this is the process. You wanna make sure you cover the entire steak with the sal prieta. The key here is to get the special ingredient all over it. The more you add, the better. And most importantly, and making sure to seal it tight. I'll be honest with you, as I'm doing this, it was smelling wonderful. A nutty flavor that is hard to describe, but in no time at all, I got it completely covered. Even though it might not be the prettiest, I was looking forward to see what was gonna happen next. As I laid down some on a parchment paper, added the piece of beef right on top, and into my refrigerator it goes for months. After exactly 69 days, I took it out and it was hard. It seems like the juices of the meat combined with the sal prieta and it became concrete, but I was still able to remove it. Going nice and slow was the way to go, because as I started showing the meat, this wonderful smell started hitting my nose. Seriously, after all of the dry aging experiments I've ever done, this one smelled the best. And I did my best trying to remove as much as possible, but in the end, check it out. I was left with this. It smelled great, but looked horrible. But besides a wonderful smell, unlike most dry aging experiment, instead of this being nice and tender, it was super hard. So I went ahead and removed the outer crust. And as soon as I did, we saw pinkness. And as I removed the edge, you can clearly see the deep penetration that this had. Now, since this has a lot of salt, I got a little bit worried to see if it was gonna cure the meat or just make it better. Once I was done, check it out. This is what I had left. You can clearly see a little bit of oxidation on the sides, so I'm wondering how this is going to taste. As I went ahead and started seasoning, a generous amount of salt and black pepper, that's it. Once that was done, I bagged it up, vacuum sealed it, and it was now ready for sous vide. Now remember, I'm also putting it against a real dry aged one. I want to see the differences between flavor, because now in the sous vide bath they go at 135 degrees Fahrenheit for 2 hours. And as that was happening, it was perfect because it allowed me time to go ahead and make an incredible side dish. Now you've most likely never seen this before, as it is an Ecuadorian dish. Some might think it looks ugly, but if you take a bite of this, believe me when I tell you friends, you'll be in love. And here's how it's made. Get yourself some cooked rotisserie chicken to make the process easier. You want to go ahead and shred the whole thing and set it aside. Now into a pan, throw in all of these vegetables and start to stir fry them. It doesn't take long to start getting a little bit of color. Season it with salt, cumin, and black pepper, followed by some chicken stock. Now mix that up real good and bring it to a simmer. As soon as it starts simmering down, go ahead and add some peanut butter. Now stir it and add some annatto oil. As soon as the whole thing has combined and reduced, add that chicken right inside and mix it all together. Now keep it under low heat because we're gonna add one special ingredient. These are plantains. They're not bananas, but they look like them. You want to go ahead and peel them and then cut yourself a small piece like this. Go ahead and fry the whole thing up, and as soon as they start getting a little bit of color, you want to smash them. And if you have one of these, which is a tortilla press, it makes the job easier. But if not, you can just use a plate, because once you have done so, go ahead and refry them once again, making them nice and crispy and very flavorful. As soon as they're out of the fryer, you want to go ahead and season them with some salt. Then you want to go ahead and chop them up and add them to the mix. Stir everything together, as now we gotta plate it up. So I went ahead and added that to the plate, followed by some cilantro, a beautiful flower of avocado, and to pair this up, I got myself some Hawaiian sweet roast, brushed them with some garlic butter, toasted them up, and I only wish you can smell this, as it's going to be the perfect vessel to go along with our side dish. Just wait until you see how this actually tastes. And like I said, it might not be the prettiest dish, but it's definitely one of the tastiest. Talking about that, by this time both of my steaks were fully cooked, so I went ahead and removed them from the bag, pat them dry really good, and there's a problem, because they don't look that good. We can fix that real quick with our flamethrower, as I know exactly what you're thinking. I know my steaks don't look that good right now, but watch this.
Italian influence? Yeah, it makes sense.
All right, everybody, here we got our beautiful feast. Gentlemen, what do you guys think, huh?
That steak looks good today, Guga.
What is that?
It's something different. I'm not gonna say what it is. You're gonna try it. Let me know if you like it or not. Straight up from Ecuador. With that being said, I want your true, honest opinion. Let me know what it tastes like. And it's not about this. It's actually about this. So let's begin here. Let's give it a try. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Oh,
That's sous vide for sure.
sous vide is just, it's different, everybody. What can I tell you? It's just amazing.
We always say the same thing, but you can never go wrong. I mean, the edge-to-edge perfection. I don't know. Today tastes extra good, though. I don't know what you did, but it's really good.
I think today Felito is extra hungry.
I think so.
But no, you're right. Professor, can you kindly explain to a human being that has never had a sous vide steak what the experience is like?
If charcoal gives a steak a unique flavor, sous vide gives a steak a unique tenderness and juiciness.
I couldn't have said it better. Now, before we jump on to this next one, which I'm extremely excited about, let's try the side dish. This is called coloncho, like I said before on the video. I want to know your true, honest opinion. Now, this is my take on it because normally coloncho is made with shrimp.
Oh, you were thinking of me.
I was thinking about you. Let's give it a try. Give me your true, honest opinion. Cheers.
Cheers.
Wow. That is magical. Please tell me, what do you think, brother?
Goo, I feel like I'm in like a South American restaurant right now. It's so good. I mean, and it's so juicy, flavorful. I also really like the crunchiness from the tostones that are mixed in throughout this. It adds a nice texture to the chicken, which is a little soft and juicy, giving it a nice crunchiness. And I mean, on top of the soft bread, I mean, you really can't go wrong. It's so good. I like Fefe said earlier, I could eat this whole bowl.
That is delicious, extremely flavorful. Like I said, normally with shrimp, but you know, the chicken just works for me. Something that if you've never tried it before, you should definitely give it a go because it's an experience that you're not used to. But now, it's all about the next steak. I want your honest opinion on this one here. Well, let's give it a go. Cheers.
Cheers.
It's one of those that makes you think, am I having a steak or am I having something magical? But it's twisting up my brain as I don't know how to describe this. But I like it.
I like it. It's kind of like adding not a spiciness, but like a spice flavor. Like if you added spices to this type of like seasoning on this steak, it tastes, there's a lot of flavors on the crust.
It's a lot of crazy flavor, which is very difficult to describe. However, it did mess up with the texture a little bit. But before I say anything, what do you think?
It's good, but it's not for me.
You're hating on the Beijing beef. Now you're hating on the Ecuadorian steak. No, I'm just kidding. You have to say I like it. Why you don't like it? Because I kind of like it. You kind of like it?
I kind of like it.
Yeah, you.
I mean, it adds a little bit of a different flavor, which, I mean, obviously in some cases is good, but the way that it messed with the texture,
texture is different.
That part really, I mean, when you're eating a steak, you always want it to be really nice and juicy. This one, it really messed with the texture. It took a little bit of the moisture out. I don't know, it's just not for me.
No, I know, it's just totally fine. You're not hurting my feelings, you know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Is this one sous vide as well, Guga?
Yeah, this one is a sous vide as well, but the thing, you're right, it's kind of like, it's no longer a steak. I think it's like pastrami. It reminds me, you know what I mean? Something like that. What does it remind you of, Fefe?
It remind me of a good thing, man. Look, I'm not gonna say it's bad because it's not. But did it improve in all aspects from the control? No.
It's a completely different experience.
I can't tell it's a sous vide steak.
It's kind of like, it literally cured the steak. Yeah, that's what it is.
It really did.
I enjoyed it. Very unique flavor, very different. Something that is not for everyone, obviously.
Obviously.
Yes for you,
yes
no for you. Exactly. But anyway, those are the results. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, be sure to subscribe, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Very good, very good. All right, let's check out Piri Piri.
On my latest trip to Europe, I had one of the most delicious dishes of my life. And there I came across a very popular restaurant. And they were serving rotisserie chicken. But to go along with it, they served this incredible sauce. It was spicy but very delicious. The greatest and the most flavorful sauce I've ever had. So I am on a mission trying to replicate it. Because this is Piri Piri sauce. And when I tell you friends that this is the best thing I ever had, I mean it. Today I share with you how I cracked the code on making this sauce. Now to make this sauce is a little bit of work but totally worth it. And I understand that if you're not up to the task, there's another option. This. You can buy it online. But I'll be honest with you, this is not the same that I had in Portugal. It's very, very close. So if you really want the authentic taste, you're gonna have to try to make it yourself. However, buying one and trying it first will let you know if it's worth your time on making it. Now the first thing you're gonna need is this, piri piri peppers. They're not very easy to find, but you can always get them online. The first thing to do is to crush them. So I throw them into a pestle mortar, followed by garlic, a pinch of salt, and smash them up. Once they're fully crushed, you want to go ahead and add some tomato paste, mix everything together and crush it a little more, and in the end you are left with this, a spicy chili paste. Now into a hot skillet, you want to add a good amount of avocado oil, as then you want to add a chunk of white onions. Go ahead and start sauteing it up. You want to cook the onions nice and slow until they start caramelizing. Now add that chili paste we made previously, followed by oregano, cayenne pepper, smoked paprika, ground ginger, brown sugar, and a few bay leaves. Mix it all together until everything combines and cook it for about 4 minutes. You want everything to caramelize nicely. As soon as things start sticking to the pan, you want to go ahead and deglaze it with some beef stock. Mix it all together and let it reduce, because once you have done so, the most delicious, spicy, flavorful sauce you will ever have is done. It's that simple, my friends, but the flavor that comes out of this thing is on a whole nother level. I promise you. When I was in Portugal, I had this with chicken, but it was so delicious that I was wondering if this is going to also work with steaks. Well, we're about to find out right now, because for that, I went ahead and got these 2 beautiful tomahawks. As you can see, they are 2 inches thick and perfect for this experiment. So here's how it's gonna work. First, can we take a look at the marbling of these steaks? They are absolutely perfect, one better than the other. Shout out to my brother Emilio from Grand Western Steaks. His information will be on the link on the description, because these steaks are as good as it gets. Now here's how I'm gonna season them. First, a very generous amount of salt, and on the one on top, I went ahead and seasoned with freshly ground black pepper and garlic powder. As the one on the left, I'm gonna be using something different. This, which I got out of Amazon, piri piri spice mix. If you're interested in getting the same, the link will be on the description, because I went ahead and finished seasoning my steak with it. A generous amount. As now that these steaks are ready, they'll be going on the grill real soon. Because in order to have a true comparison, I went ahead and prepared some chickens as well. So after splitting them in half for the seasoning, I did almost the same thing. They both got a good coating of salt. Then this one I used a barbecue rub, and the other one the piri piri spice mix, just like the steak. I'll be grilling these chickens to see which one is going to turn out better. Hopefully it will be as good as the one I had in Portugal, because there was one other thing that I also had there, and that would be one of the most iconic dishes.
You trimmed off the best part, right?
This is a monster sandwich. It's the sandwich that includes the most amount of protein that I ever had. But what makes this even more special is all about the sauce. If you nail the sauce, you can make this sandwich. And here's how. It all starts off with some steaks. You can cook them and season them whichever way you prefer. And I even cook them on the pan to make things a little bit faster. But the next protein you need is some sausages. You're welcome to use anything you like as well. However, these are chorizo, and they just go perfectly well.
The minute Lion's done and I can try some stuff again, oh my god, I can't wait to get some sausages. Nice pork sausages.
Together. Get a nice color on them. Remember, this is gonna go in the middle of the sandwich, and it should take no time at all for you to make a bunch. Another important thing you must have is an egg. And by the way, if you want to make eggs perfect, using a mold is the way to go. It just makes the job easier. And if you are an egg lover like me, you should definitely get one, because once it's fried up, let's get on to the sauce. You first start with a tiny bit of oil in the pan, followed by a generous amount of onions. As soon as they start getting a little bit of color, add a tiny bit of whiskey, followed by white wine to deglaze it. You can always light it up to flambe a little bit of the alcohol, as then I'll be adding some Porto wine. Now you want to mix and totally deglaze the pan. Then you want to add some chicken bouillon powder, followed by Worcestershire sauce, ketchup, milk, some of the piri piri sauce we just made, tomato paste, a tiny bit of all-purpose flour, some good quality beer, and some oxtail stock. If you don't have that available, you can just use beef stock. Now you want to mix this up and reduce, because once you're happy with the consistency, you want to go ahead and throw everything into a blender, mix that up really good until everything is liquefied, and if you want to go the extra step, run it through a sieve to make it super fine. And in the end, you are left with this francesinha sauce that it is absolutely delicious. I can promise you that, friends. Just make it. Think about tomato soup on steroids. As now, to put
that
the
was the
sandwich
first thing
together,
I did when my fast ended this morning. That was the absolute first thing I did, was that oxtail broth. It was so goddamn good after not eating for 48 hours. It was so good.
Simple. You first want to go ahead and
I could have drank probably 2 or 3 more glasses of that stuff, but I kept to one.
toast some bread. Get a nice little color on them. Now lay down on a cutting board, add some old-fashioned ham, followed by the sausage that we cooked previously. Mozzarella cheese goes right on top, then the steak, another slice of cheese, and top it off with the bread. But we're not done yet. Then go ahead and add more mozzarella cheese right on top. As now into the oven it goes to melt the cheese. Once that's done, you want to go ahead and add a generous amount of sauce. Now the monster sandwich, followed by that fried egg we made previously. Now this is my take on francesinha. A sandwich that is basically a meal. It has all the proteins you need in one bite, and it's something that you should experience at least once in your life. But remember, that's not all we're having today, because everything is all about that piri magical sauce. The only thing left to do is to go ahead and cook the proteins. First I'll be putting a nice beautiful sear on the steaks. Then I'll cook them in indirect heat. I'll be doing the same thing with the chicken as well, as in the end I'll be dredging it with that sauce. So now I say, it is enough talking and it is time to grill, so let's do it.
Piri. Pizza. I guarantee this song is copyrighted right now. Guaranteed. That's one thing I've noticed when we watch Google videos, like all of his music in his videos is all copyright stuff.
All right, everybody, and here we have our beautiful feast. Gentlemen, what do you guys think, huh?
I'm not gonna lie, that looks so weird.
I was gonna say, I like this side of the table a lot more than that side of the table.
So from my trip from Portugal, this is called francesinha. And just wait until I cut this open. You guys are gonna be quite surprised. But here's the deal. Notice that we have 2 chickens and 2 steaks. And it's all about that piri sauce on top.
Yeah, I really can't tell which is the control here, guys.
I want to know if the piri sauce makes it better or worse. I just love saying piri.
Piri.
All right, we're gonna start with the chicken first. What part would you like, Angel? I'll give you the drum, my friend.
Let's go.
Let's go. I want the drum.
I'll give you the
I'm
thighs.
a flat man
nice
myself.
Guy.
Y'all
You're
drums
welcome.
are flats.
And
I'm
I'll
a flat
take
guy all day.
a piece of the breast. Let's give it a go. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. Oh, that's nice.
When you grill something, it will always be better.
I was about to say, you get that charcoal flavor that you don't usually get with chicken because not everyone puts it on the grill.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
The rubs on the exterior are really nice. They like charred a little bit, so you can get that like crispiness, but you can still feel the flavor through that crispiness. It tastes really good. The chicken is actually moist, even though it's not sous vide or anything like that.
Yeah.
This is pretty solid.
Now I want to know if the piri sauce is going to make it better or worse. Enough talking, let's give it a try. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. Whoa, that is a super different flavor profile that I don't think I've had before.
I'm in love with it. What do you guys think? I want to know your honest opinion now.
It's very unique because it's savory, yet I can taste like a little bit of vinegar or something too.
Yeah.
Those two things normally contrast, but here they're kind of balanced in the proper way where they taste great together. It's weird, but it's good.
You know what I think? It kind of tastes like Indian curry or something like that. I don't know. It has that small hint of sweetness.
Yeah, it's because of the onions.
That you'll get, but you still get that spice.
I enjoy it quite a bit, everybody. It just makes the chicken better. It leaves a wonderful taste in your mouth, and it's still right there. And the thing with this sauce is that it lingers. I like it quite a bit, you guys. So this is supposed to normally go with chicken, okay? So yes, I cannot wait to see what it's gonna taste like on a beautiful tomahawk steak.
Would that work with a steak? I don't know.
I'm curious.
I guess only one way to find out, boys.
Oh, we first have to go to the francesinha. This is literally Portugal on a plate. The most iconic sandwich there is. Nothing is more iconic than this. Are you ready for this? And then
let's see that cross section.
the quick open, and then take a look at that.
Wow,
Wow,
so
look
good.
at that, everybody.
I want to try it. Dude, this channel's dangerous, man. This is a dangerous channel for a carnivore, man. There's
All right,
so
so
many
here's
things
the
we
deal.
can't have in
I'm
here.
gonna let you guys take your own. The key here is trying to get not only the sandwich itself, but also a good amount of that sauce, because you gotta have it with the sauce. Let's give it a try right now. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
That was a big bite, yo. So good. What do you think?
This is like a club sandwich on steroids. You got like steak, sausage or something?
Yep, steak, sausage, ham, cheese.
This is really nice. I'm not even gonna lie.
It's a nice, beautiful grilled cheese sandwich on steroids with tomato sauce, everybody.
But that tomato sauce is not just tomato. It has like a yeasty, kind of like hoppy flavor to it too. And I love how the bread is so thick that it really soaks all of that flavor into it. You can get the nice, delicious sauce in every bite.
This is a wonderful sandwich. I highly recommend you giving it a try, everybody. It is not that difficult to make. You just gotta make the sauce ahead of time and you will enjoy it. But now, we gotta get some piri-piri steak. Are you guys ready?
I don't think I'm piri-piri'd out just yet, so we can definitely go for this steak.
All right, so let's go. We first need to know if it's gonna be better or worse by trying the control. Let's go. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Sin City wasn't made for you.
Bro.
Yo, chicken is good, but you can't compete with steak.
Especially with a thick, juicy, well-cooked piece of steak like this, it is no competition at all.
Steak's good?
Steak is delicious.
That is our control. I am excited for the piri-piri steak. Are you guys ready? I never heard that, everybody. I just love saying piri-piri. Piri-piri-piri. It's phenomenal. All right, let's dig in. We know piri-piri sauce goes very, very well with chicken, but does it go well with steak? Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh,
Cheers.
man, I'm so tired today.
That one's better than the chicken. Oh, God damn, it's spicy.
This one, I think this one's spicier than the chicken too. Even though those spices and that heat is kind of strong, the flavor is equally as strong, so it's enjoyable to eat. It tastes freaking good, guys.
It tastes incredible, everybody. Here's the biggest problem when you're eating hot sauce. Some hot sauce, its only existence is to kill you. This
bomb.
is
They
delicious.
use, what do they use the bomb on? You get rid of bread and go light on the sauce, and it's a cheat meal. Yeah, you're right, Benny, you're right. Da Bomb is from Hot Ones, the show where they had like celebrities on to try the hot wings. That's the sauce they use on there, or one of them.
Delicious, but also spicy.
I knew
You
I'd
guys
seen
think
it
works
before
better with
somewhere.
chicken or steak?
I think both, man. I really don't have an issue with either one. It tastes really good with the
Oh,
chicken
my
because
shoulder
chicken
is
has
so
no flavor.
seized
But
up
with
from
steak, it
physical
still
therapy.
works because steak has good flavor, and that's a good flavor too.
It's definitely better on the steak, but that sauce is so good you can put it on toast. You literally put it on a cracker and it's gonna be good. The combination of vegetables and flavors in it it's like, it has everything you want.
It is delicious. It is flavorful. You can now make it at home. I highly recommend. Save it and put it on everything, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, be sure to
did.
subscribe, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.
Already did. Sesame Hills, Real Japan. Is this a burger tier list? Yeah.
Burgers, you gotta love them. They are like the ultimate comfort food, but most burgers.
All right, give me 2 minutes. I'm gonna let the dog out quick, grab some water, and we'll be right back. We'll finish this one, and we'll figure out something to do for the last little bit. I'll let you guys pick between a couple choices there. I'll be back in 2 minutes, and we will carry on. All right. We're gonna watch the burger tier list because, I mean, who doesn't want to watch a burger tier list? Then for the end, we can either find more Guga to watch, we can see if any of the normal carnivore gang has anything up interesting we want to watch, or if everyone's feeling froggy, we can watch some stuff on Epstein. Up to you guys. I'll let y'all make the call.
Burgers are exactly the same. That's where everything stops, because on today's video, you are about to see different techniques that you've never seen before. Each burger more unique than the other. And we're gonna be rating all of them to find out which one is best. And we're starting off with this monstrosity. And the way it's made, here you go.
I'm pretty sure you've never seen a burger like this. But besides the looks, if you ever take a bite of it, it will be unforgettable. Let me show you how it's made. The first ingredient is actually tomatoes, these little cherry tomatoes. Now we gotta confit them. For that, you add a good quality olive oil, and into the oven it goes at 225 degrees Fahrenheit. You wanna leave it in there for about 30 minutes, because once they come out, they should look just like this. Next, we gotta make this, which I know it doesn't look very appetizing, and you might not like the ingredient, because it's kale, but you gotta trust me on this one, because all you have to do after you chop it up is to fry them. Be careful, because it has a lot of water, and it could splatter. You see, you're doing this for two reasons. Get it super crispy and crunchy, and also to balance out the flavor. Make sure to strain it though. Set it down on some paper towel so you can collect all of the extra oil. Next, you wanna get your hands on some of this cheese. It's fresh cheese, also known as queso fresco. It's the one that you can fry, and you won't melt.
I could listen to
now,
Guga just
sauce.
pronounce stuff all day long and probably be absolutely content.
Into a food processor, throw in some garlic, followed by mayo, and then, if you can find, some Brazilian hot sauce, because this burger that we're making is straight from Brazil. Now add a tiny bit, blend it on high, and this is the sauce. Now there's one thing Brazilian people love on their burgers, and that would be a fried egg. If you don't have a dedicated pan for frying egg, I recommend getting one, because they just make the job easier. But now outside we go. For this burger, I'm using brioche buns, then 2 3-ounce balls, and smash them up. Now whenever you're choosing your beef, make sure it's 80-20. After the first smash, go ahead and season it. I'm doing it with just salt and pepper. The important thing about a smash burger is actually the crust. So as soon as the juice starts flowing out, flip them. Next, you want to add some chili oil right on top of the burger. Now go ahead and set this aside, because using the same griddle, you want to go ahead and fry up the cheese. The good thing about this cheese is that it was designed for this purpose. They don't melt easily. As soon as you flip them, add a tiny bit of honey. Let that cook for a little bit and set it aside, because now it's time to build. We start with a toasted bun, followed by that wonderful sauce. We can't forget about the cheese. Both patties go right on top, followed by those beautiful confit tomatoes. Of course, the fried egg. We can't forget about the crispy element, fried kales, and of course, crown it with the top bun. Because I'm telling you, friends, you should experience this burger. However, you gotta remember one thing. On this video, this is just the first one, because we have several others much more insane than this one. As now, it's time to taste it and rank it. I have a feeling this one is gonna do well.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, some burgers leave you speechless. This is one of them, everybody.
Guga, this is a good one, but holy crap, the amount of grease coming out of this thing.
Forget about that. You're not on a diet today, okay?
Not today. No, this is really good. The cheese, man, that's like honestly the best part for me.
The cheese is incredible, everybody. Also, for me. It's so juicy. All this dripping, believe it or not, it's from the confit tomato.
It's incredible. The textures really jump out at me. You have that nice bite from the beef. Those tomatoes burst with juice and add like nice flavor as well. You have the soft egg, the nice bun. This is a spicy, saucy, delicious burger, and I love it.
You forgot one. Addicting, because once you have it once, you want to have it again. From all these burgers, we're going to be rating all of them from 1 to 10 so you know which one is best. Felix, you, sir, how does this one stand out?
Definitely starting off strong. I'm going to give this one a 9.
9? Wow. How about you, sir?
I'm giving it a 9 too.
Wow. I'm giving it a 9 as well, everybody. This one is amazing, and we're starting off with a bang.
Now that previous one was good, but this is on a whole different level because it's much easier to make, but it's all on the details. And if you follow the steps on the way it's made, you are really in for a treat, as this one is inspired by my trips to Japan. We first need some thick patties, specifically Wagyu patties. Surprisingly enough, they are widely available nowadays. Make sure it's nice and thick, as we're going to be using only one per burger. Next, we need some scallions, but you gotta cook them and add them to a skewer just like this. You'll see why shortly. And you're also gonna need this, tare, which is a sweet salty Japanese sauce. It's mainly used for yakitori and unagi. And here's how this burger is made. First, we're using charcoal. Now you might be wondering the reason why I don't just put it directly on the grill. I'll explain that shortly, because we also gotta start cooking the vegetables. And here's what happens. I will get no grill marks, and it will give it a different texture to the burger crust, making it crackly. But I'm also fighting the crust with the sauce, as you want to brush it every time you flip. I don't know how to explain the science behind it, but the flavor and caramelization that you get by doing this process is insane. In the middle of the process, you want to go ahead and season your burger with salt and pepper, but keep basting it, creating layers of flavor on top of flavor. This burger takes time, and since it's Wagyu, you don't want it to be medium rare. You want to cook the whole thing all the way through. And believe me, it's not going to dry out, it will be very juicy. Next, you want to toast your buns. And for that, I only use butter and brioche, because that is what they used in Japan. So for the assembly, it's quite simple. You start with a generous amount of Kewpie mayo, followed by those green onions we grilled, that beautiful burger, a thick slice of mozzarella cheese. Then just like they do it in Japan, go ahead and torch it, creating a nice crust and melting the cheese at the same time. To finish it, add some tare sauce, followed by pickled radish, and crown it with the top bun. Compared with the previous one, this is much easier to make. However, it takes more patience, and if I've learned one thing from Japan, is that they try to perfect everything. Let's see how this one will stack against the rest.
Cheers.
Cheers. Whoa.
What a completely different burger, though. You know what I mean?
I don't know where these Asian flavors are coming from. I don't know if it's like giving me soy sauce. It's giving me Benihana. I don't know. It tastes really good.
My favorite thing here is definitely the pickled radish. That and the mayo, all combined with the super thick patty, I mean, you really can't go wrong. It's really good.
So what stands out the most is that big patty. That patty thick, everybody, okay? So you can really feel a lot of beef. It has hints of sweetness, different kind of flavors, which I actually love. All right, we gotta take a vote. Leo.
This one's getting a 9.
9, oh really like wow, it. How about you?
Because of the mayo, a 10.
A 10, oh my God. You know, this one is very, very delicious, but at the same time, I know what's about to come, so I'm giving this one an 8, everybody. But it's really, really, really good.
If there ever was a such thing as a showstopper, this would be the burger. Let me tell you, friends, because this one is for the record books. And here's how I created this monstrosity. The first ingredient is butter. Go ahead and press it down against a parchment paper. Once it's nicely smashed, add another parchment paper right on top, and using a rolling pin, make it nice and thin. You want it to be the thickness of a cheese slice. Once you got that done, put it in your freezer to solidify. Then take it out and cut it into slices. Try to make them the same size of your burger, because check it out, we'll be using this in this incredible burger. But that's just the beginning. Every burger needs a great sauce, and this one is quite simple to make. Start with some room temperature butter, followed by Japanese mayo, parsley, lemon juice, some chives, and salt. Now whisk that up together, and that's that's it. That's your sauce. As now we're ready to cook this up. Just like the previous burgers, I will also use brioche buns for this. And as always, toast your buns. Next, I'm going to be using 3-ounce balls. We're making smash burgers. Make sure to get that nice crispy crust and don't forget to season them. After the first flip, add American cheese to 2 patties, then go ahead and stack them up. And set that aside because now we build. We start with our toasted bun, followed by the buttery mayo sauce, a little bit of shredded lettuce, those beautiful burger patties. Now grab that 1 sheet of butter that we made previously and melt the whole thing down on top of the patties. We're taking Butter Burger to a whole nother level, because if you think we're done, no. Here's where the magic really happens. Add some pickled onions to balance all of the fattiness, followed by the top bun with the sauce. Now set that down on a cooling rack. Go ahead and melt down 2 tablespoons of butter on a pot. Let that become brown butter. You want it under high heat, because now go ahead and add a little bit of bourbon inside and light it up. This step is a must because you want to burn off the alcohol a little bit. As now you want to go ahead and pour that right on top of your burger. Yes, we're taking Butter Burgers seriously. Now I'll be honest with you. Don't let your cardiologist take a look at this burger. It's one of those burgers that leave you thinking, is there such thing as too much butter? Or those words should never exist? Well, we're about to find out right now.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh my God.
I was not expecting those.
That looks honestly like the best thing I could ever have in my life. That is speaking to me. The other two looked really good, but this one is actually speaking to me. Pickled onions on top of that, melted brown butter, bourbon. Like, come on, it's got everything.
Pickled onions to come through so nicely.
It's like such a wonderful balance.
Yeah, because the burger is overall super savory and very rich. This has a really rich feeling to it. You got a great sear on the patties, cheesy, buttery, freaking awesome.
I mean, Guga, from the butter dripping from this burger, it's really good, bro. You really can't go wrong.
Hey, tell them, more butter, more better.
More butter, more better.
The more butter you have, the better your burger is gonna be. But tell me, sir, what do you think?
No, it tastes delicious. The burger's good, the cheese is delicious. Like Leo said, the onions are fantastic. The sauce, it's all really good.
It is worth it, everybody. It's absolutely delicious. Oh my God, I cannot say enough. Leo, we gotta vote.
I'm giving this one a 10.
10! Wow! How about you, sir?
I'm gonna give it an 8.
An 8? Why? You hater!
Too much butter.
No. I'm giving this one a 10, everybody. That is absolutely amazing. This man just likes to be too healthy. This is crazy good, everybody. Absolutely amazing.
If you love smoky flavor, this is the burger for you. Regardless if you live in an apartment or a house, this burger can be made anywhere. Let me show you the cool trick. It actually starts as a regular burger. I grab myself some ghee, which is clarified butter. I went ahead and toasted the buns. Then using 3-ounce balls, I went ahead and smashed them, but not too thin. We want this one kind of chunky. Make sure to season them, and as soon as you've done so, add a thick slice of Gouda cheese. Stack them and add another one. Now go ahead and set this aside. Now for the sauce, you want to add in some yogurt, followed by Japanese mayo, cumin, and lemon juice. Now whisk that up real good, and that's your sauce. You also want some vegetables. I got some nicely thin onions, followed by cilantro, jalapenos, and I mix them up real good. As now we build. We start with the bun and that beautiful sauce we made previously, followed by a thin slice of tomato, the cheese patty, a little bit of that fresh vegetables, followed by the top bun with the sauce. Next, go ahead and light up some charcoal. Then grab yourself some clarified butter and put that right on top of the hot charcoal and cover the whole thing. This will create an incredible smoky flavor, and the longer you leave it here, the more smoky it will be. Because once you're ready, release that smoke and it's ready for the taste test.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, wow. This one is phenomenal.
I really like this burger. Wow. that smokiness comes through. The sauce is nice. I love how the onions are raw, so they actually give you a nice texture, a nice crunch with the actual softness of everything else here. The patty is nice and tender. This is delicious.
And even though it has a sauce, you don't really feel a sauce so much because you really feel that flavor of beef and smoke, everybody.
This is like a beef lover's burger. I mean, like that's like what you're here for. Like the flavor of the beef really comes through. This one doesn't really need a sauce. It's that good.
Absolutely incredible. What a delicious burger. Use this technique at home because you can definitely smell it and taste it. That smoky flavor is off the chain. Let's rate it. Sir.
I'm giving it an 8.
How about you?
I'm gonna give it an 8 as well.
Wow, I'm giving this one a 9, everybody. It's absolutely incredible. I highly recommend giving this a try.
That butter burger's
You
gonna be
will
hard
not
to
regret
top.
it. Before moving forward, I want to thank today's sponsor, Element. Did you know that staying hydrated matters more than most people realize? I've been using Element, and it's one of the easiest upgrades that I made to my daily routine. It's a zero sugar electrolyte drink mix that helps me stay hydrated without the sugar and the other dodgy ingredients you find in most sports drinks. No sweet junk, no artificial colors, just electrolytes your body actually needs. Since adding Element into my daily routine, I don't deal with cramps, fatigue, or brain fog anymore. I feel sharper, more energized, and honestly, just better. Whether I'm working out, cooking for hours, or just filming. Plus, it also tastes great. My go-to flavors are citrus salt and
citrus one, dude. I use citrus.
Super refreshing,
Citrus is my
not
go-to.
sweet, and it actually makes me want to drink water. So get a free sample pack of Element's most popular drink mix flavors with any purchase at drinkelement.com/Kuga. Find your favorite Element flavor or share with a friend. If you give it a try and don't like it, it's risk-free. Give it away to a salty friend, and Element will give you your money back, no questions asked. That's drinklmnt.com/Kuga or click the link below to get a free sample pack with any purchase. Thanks Element for sponsoring this video. Now let's get right back to it.
Now don't let this humble burger fool you. It has an ingredient that every
659K on 5.48 million. What do you think they paid for that call out or that shout
everyone
out?
will love. However, the
10
ingredient
Gs
looks kind
probably.
of funny. And the ingredient is this, bone marrow, also known as the butter of the gods. Now the first thing to do is to get this roasted. I season them with salt, pepper, garlic powder, and a tiny bit of paprika. Then into the broiler it goes. You want it at the high setting. It takes about 10 minutes because check out the result. A little bit of crispiness and a lot of good fat. Let me show you how we're going to use this. Because now you want to go ahead and caramelize some onions. As you know, this takes some time. You don't want to rush the process. Caramelizing them nice and slow is the way to go. For the sauce, I combined some Japanese mayo, followed by Dijon mustard and lemon juice. Now mix that together and that's your sauce. It's going to be perfect to find out the richness. Because check out the patty. Get yourself some 80-20 beef and add some bone marrow right in it. Oh yes. Now combine everything together and make yourself some nice thick patties. We want to cook this burger under high heat. Season it with salt and pepper, and as soon as you got a nice crust, flip. Crust is the key for this burger. Now add a slice of aged white cheddar and immediately take it off. Toast some brioche buns. Believe me, there's no need for butter this time. Because now we build. We got the bun, that beautiful sauce we made, followed by some cornichon, the bone marrow patty. Then go ahead and add more bone marrow on top. Be generous with it though. Now add the caramelized onions, a tiny bit of parsley to be healthy, and finish it off with the top bun. Because this is bone marrow to a whole nother level. And I'm wondering how it's gonna stack up against the other burgers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers. Oh my God. This sauce is so flavorful.
The sauce, the onions, that extra fattiness from the bone marrow on everything, I mean, you really can't go wrong.
The amount of bone marrow flavor on this burger is in a whole different level, everybody.
But the thing that jumps out to me about this burger is how juicy it is. I love how savory, how juicy, how satisfying this is.
We have to rate it. Leo,
I'm giving this one a 7.
how about you?
I'll give it a 7 as well.
Wow, this one, maybe because I'm biased and I love bone marrow so much, is getting a 9, everybody. Absolutely phenomenal.
Now, if you love cheese, this could possibly be the winner for you. Even though it looks kind of funny, you just wait and see what actually happened to this burger. Because we gotta start off with the most important ingredient, cheese. This is a mix of shredded cheddar cheese and Monterey Jack. Make sure you shred it yourself. That way you will have no caking agent. Now, the sauce for this burger is quite simple. You start with some mayo, followed by yellow mustard, ketchup, sweet pico relish, and a little bit of cayenne pepper. Now mix that together and that's your sauce. But the key of this burger is actually how it's made. Unlike the previous burgers, I'm using potato buns. And as always, toast your buns. Now go ahead and start to cook the patty. These are regular 20/80 patties. I season them with salt and pepper and went for the flip. Cause here where things gets interesting. Go ahead and add the shredded cheese. But not only on top, spread it all out. Then go ahead and add 1 slice of American cheese right on top. You see, we want this cheese to get nice and crispy. So you want to let the whole thing cook. And it will combine and create a cheese skirt. Now it gets tricky to pull it off. You gotta be quick. And as soon as you take it off, let the cheese cool down because now we build. We first start with the bottom bun, followed by the sauce, a slice of tomato, some pickles, that burger patty with the cheese skirt, a little bit of shredded lettuce, some finely sliced onions, and make sure to add a generous amount.
I would absolutely fumble that. There's no way.
Of the sauce on the top bun, because that is your cheese skirt burger. Now I'm wondering how this one is going to taste, especially against all of the others. I have a feeling this one is going to be quite delicious.
Guga, how do I eat this? Am I supposed to tuck this in?
I just gave you a quarter, but yeah, look, it's supposed to be a messy burger. You do what you need to do.
I'm gonna do it like that, yeah.
Oh, you making a taco.
You have to get the extra cheese, man. Come on.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Ooh. That is the tastiest skirt I've ever had. That is nice, cheesy, crunchy.
Did you try other skirts before, bro? What kind of skirt is this man tasting, man?
Skirt steak.
Yeah. I know, bro.
Felix just saved me right there.
Chill out with the skirts, man. Mm-hmm.
I like how it also has classic burger flavors. It's almost like kind of like an elevated Big Mac, but you have that nice, gooey, crunchy cheese as well.
It does remind the flavor of a Big Mac, maybe because of the sauce.
It feels familiar, but elegant at the same time.
I really like the cheese skirt. The extra crunchiness that the cheese gives the burger. Plus, I mean, this sauce reminds me of something that they put on like a McDonald's burger. It's really good.
Yeah.
And the patty.
And also with a little bit of the vegetables, since it's shredded, it gives that kind of feeling, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a delicious burger, everybody. Absolutely incredible. And the cheese skirt, it's a fantastic way of doing it, getting it extra cheesy, and it gets nice and crispy and crackly. Phenomenal. Let's vote.
I'm giving this one a 9.
9? Oh, wow. How about you?
I'm going to give it an 8. It's
an
really
8.
good.
This one is phenomenal, everybody. I absolutely love it. I'm going to also give it an 8. It's just extra cheesy, this one.
Now this next burger is all about Wash Your Sister sauce. Oh yes. Now if you have no idea what I'm talking about, let me explain. We first start out with 80-20 beef. Go ahead and make your patties. You don't want them too thick or too thin. About half an inch is good. Next, you need the Wash Your Sister sauce, also known as Worcester sauce, not Worcestershire. This is going to be the only burger patty that is actually marinated. Yes, we're using this sauce to marinate the burger. It should make it extremely flavorful. You don't need much time though. We're talking about 10 to 20 minutes max. Now the sauce for this burger is quite simple. You start with some mayo, lemon juice, and Worcestershire sauce. Whisk it all together and that's it. It's that simple. Now before cooking the burger, we want to go ahead and grill some onions. Now here's the key though. Get these onions nice and charred. It makes a huge difference. Since they're white sweet onions, it takes no time at all. Once they're done, set them aside. We want to do the same thing with the burger buns. Get them nicely charred. Careful though, because it will burn quickly. Next, the patties. Here's the key with this burger dough. You have to cook it under charcoal. We want extreme heat, and also we want the Worcestershire sauce to go down the coals and come back as flavor. Now since this burger is so wet, it might take some time. Once they're done, add some sharp cheddar, stack the burgers, and now we build. We start with the charred bun, followed by the sauce, some thinly sliced tomatoes, pickles, those marinated patties, we can't forget the charred up onions, and of course the top bun. And here's what takes this burger to a whole nother level. Get yourself a lemon. Now peel it just like this. We're going to be squeezing them, but here's what makes it special. Get yourself a match and squeeze the lemon zest just like this. It not only creates extra flavor, but the aroma that combines with this is insane. Believe me friends, this might look silly, but when you take a bite of this burger, you will feel it. I'm just wondering how this one will stack up against the rest.
I'm a Worcestershire lover, and this one just hits different, man.
This burger has such a unique flavor. Super juicy, and that Worcestershire adds like a almost acidity to the burger that it doesn't have. It's very good, but pairs so nice with that beef flavor. And these onions are just charred to perfection, baby. That's nice.
No, Leo said it right. The extra acidity from the Worcestershire sauce, the perfectly cooked onions. You also got 2 patties in here, man. Like, you really can't go wrong with that. It's a really good burger.
2 patties is always better than 1, everybody.
No, it's a perfect burger. It's really good.
You would think that the Worcestershire was going to make a little bit of a difference, but it makes a huge difference, everybody. I highly recommend. We got to vote. Leo.
I'm giving this one a 6.
A 6? Oh, so you didn't like it that much?
It's good, but it's not mind-blowing.
How about you?
I'm gonna give it a 7.
A 7?
It was good, but nothing crazy.
I have to agree. Putting this one against the rest
Portobello,
just doesn't stack out. So I'm giving it a 5. Even though it was really good. Yeah. But the Worcestershire is Worcestershire. What can I say? Can you guys believe the Butter Burger won?
It ruined my diet, but it made my day.
No surprise, right? What did I say? What did you say?
No butter, no better.
Are you okay? Is your arteries still okay?
I'm slowing down a little bit, but I think I'll be okay.
There you go. Those are the results. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments down below which burger was your favorite one. If you enjoyed it, hit that thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, be sure to subscribe. And we'll see you guys on the next one, because that Butter Burger.
What we got from UE? 。 Dude, upper echelon's coverage on this is absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. I don't even know if we want to get into this stuff, to be honest with you. I want to do another set of workouts. My shoulders are killing me super, super hard, so I'm probably not going to do that right now. We did a set of exercises at PT that now I know going forward I should not do. Really, really screwed me up, I think. Knees and shoulders kind of jacked things up pretty good. So, I don't know. What time we got? We're 27, 3.5. We still have one we hadn't seen yet. Most interesting. Okay, what's Sydney got going on? Don't need to hear about Don Lemon's gaping asshole right now either. Oh my God, Skeleton City's got a new video, guys. The reason that protein keeps you fat. Holy fucking shit. Crazy. Google, we just watched a lot of Google. The next thing got nothing new. Movement by David. Bailey. I don't even remember who Sam Bailey was, to be honest with you. Oh, interesting. Interesting. No wonder I followed her. She's got lots of good medical stuff, lots of good pill stuff, side effects, stuff like that. Probably not super interesting to watch on stream, but what you got going on? Yeah, I don't feel like watching anything about that. It's been pretty quiet in here for a while, gentlemen. I think we're probably going to call it right here. I'm absolutely shot. Eating my first meal has made me absolutely exhausted today. 48-hour fast into a big old bowl of burgle really got me slow right now. I'm aching pretty good from the bicep workout we did out. And, yeah, I think we're going to call it good there. We're about 3.5 hours. Good stream. Absolutely fantastic stream. We had a ton of people in today. Super happy. Also, fun side note, there is a new long-form video that's going to be dropping in 30 minutes. So make sure you don't miss that. Covering the 100 days of carnivore. So that's coming up for you guys. Definitely don't miss that. And yeah, thank you so much for hanging out. Friday's stream, I don't know what's going on yet. I have doctor's appointments all throughout the day, so it's definitely not going to be noon. I'm probably shooting for, I'm going to call right now 5 p.m. It's probably going to be a shorter stream on Friday. We'll probably do like 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. or something like that. Maybe longer if we're busy. See how things go on a Friday night, see if we get super busy or not. If we get blasting off, we'll keep going for longer. But I'm going to shoot for 5 p.m. on Friday for stream. We'll do that. I have a that might even be tight, too. I have a doctor's appointment at 3:45. Probably a half-hour appointment, half-hour drive home. That's right around the time I eat normally. Yeah, we'll shoot for 5 o'clock. I'll see if wifey can cook me dinner or something. Do that, but excellent. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. This was an absolutely awesome stream. Thank you for working out with me if you guys did the pump with me. And we're going to chill out. I got a couple more shorts to work on. I'll have some more stuff out tonight for you guys. Definitely check out that long form. Really, really good one. Longest video I've ever done, too. Finally breached the 30-minute mark on a video. So, biggest one I've ever done. I didn't do a ton of editing on it, but got busy making it. So, awesome stuff, guys. Thank you so much. Love you guys. Thank you for the continued support. You guys keep me moving every day. Y'all know that. Benny, Rochi, you guys are absolute animals. McCarthy, Smazka, if you're over on Twitch still, anybody who's hanging out on Kick, thank you guys so much for today. And we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.